Hey, Soul Tribe, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited you're here today because we're diving deep into something truly special. This is a safe space where we explore our inner worlds, and today we're uncovering the truth about your soul mission. Get ready for some amazing insights and guidance. So, in this pick-a-card reading, we're going to explore what your soul mission really is. Like, what are you truly meant to do in this lifetime? We'll look at the core purpose that drives you, the path you're meant to walk, and how to align with your highest potential. It's all about uncovering those hidden gems and understanding why you're really here. This reading is timeless, so whenever you're watching, the message is meant for you. Now let's meet our crystal guides. First up, we have the jade tree, symbolizing awakening. This pile is all about branching out and exploring new growth potentials. Then, we have the smoky quartz tower, which is all about empowering you. This pile represents building a solid foundation for your purpose, like laying the groundwork for your dreams. Next is the hematite point for harmonizing, and this magnetic north pile is about aligning your inner compass to your true direction. And finally, we have the lapis lazuli palm stone. This pile is all about deep dives, like uncovering ancient wisdom within. So go ahead and take a moment to intuitively choose the pile or piles that you're most drawn to. No pressure at all, just trust your gut. It's okay to check multiple piles. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Now, close your eyes, make a wish about discovering your soul mission, and let's get started. Okay, so pile with the jade tree, hello. The jade tree is all about awakening, and we are talking about branching out into new growth potentials, so I'm already feeling good about what we can uncover for you. Let's dive right in, shall we? Because these cards, the Empress, the Hanged Man, and the Hermit. Oh my goodness, I'm already getting chills, this is good. So first, let's talk about the Empress. Oh, Empress energy is it's beautiful, right? It's all about abundance, nurturing, and creation. She's like Mother Earth, just radiating love and fertility. When I see the Empress, I immediately think about potential, like the raw potential that's just bursting to come out. So, for you, this could mean so many things, honestly. It could be a literal pregnancy, but more likely it's the birthing of a new idea, a new project, a new version of yourself. Think about what you've been wanting to create, what you've been dreaming about. The Empress is saying, honey, the universe is ready to support you in bringing that into reality. Like, have you been thinking about starting a new business? Or maybe writing that book you've always talked about, or even just redecorating your house to make it feel more like a home? The Empress is giving you the green light, like, go for it, the energy is right. But it's not just about taking action, it's about nurturing that seed of an idea. It's about giving it the love, attention, and care it needs to grow. Think of it like planting a garden. You don't just throw some seeds in the ground and expect them to magically grow, right? You need to water them, give them sunlight, and protect them from pests. It's the same with your dreams. You need to nourish them with positive thoughts, take consistent action, and protect them from negativity. And the Empress isn't just about material abundance either, it's about emotional abundance too. It's about feeling deeply connected to yourself, to your loved ones, and to the world around you. It's about appreciating the beauty and joy that already exists in your life. So, take some time to really soak in the good things. Spend time with people who lift you up, do things that make you happy, and practice gratitude for all that you have. Now, here's where it gets interesting because we have the Hanged Man next. So, the Empress is all this vibrant, outward energy, and then the Hanged Man is like, hold on, let's pause for a minute. It's a complete shift in perspective. It's about surrender, about letting go of control, about seeing things from a different angle. So, what does that mean in relation to the Empress? Well, maybe you have this amazing idea, this creative project that you're so excited about, but you're feeling stuck. You're not sure how to move forward, or maybe you're just feeling overwhelmed. The Hanged Man is saying that you need to release your grip on how you think things should be. You need to surrender to the process and trust that things will unfold in the right way, even if it's not the way you expect. It could be that you're trying to force something to happen, or that you're clinging to old beliefs or patterns that are holding you back. The Hanged Man is asking you to let go of those things so you can gain a new perspective. Think about it like this. Imagine you're hanging upside down. everything looks different, right? The ground is now the sky, and the sky is now the ground. It's disorienting, but it can also be incredibly liberating. You might see things you never noticed before, or you might realize that your old way of thinking wasn't serving you. This card can also be about sacrifice, but not in a negative way. It's about willingly giving up something in order to gain something greater. Maybe you need to sacrifice some of your time, energy, or resources in order to pursue your dreams. Or maybe you need to sacrifice your ego, your pride, or your need to be right. Whatever it is, the Hanged Man is asking you to be willing to let go. It's about trusting that the universe has your back and that everything is happening for your highest good, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. Oh, this is so good, I'm getting excited. It's like you have all this potential with the Empress, but you need to release something, you know? You need to surrender in order to truly unlock it. And let's be real, surrender is hard. It's especially hard when you're a creative person, because you want to be in control of your creations. You want to make sure they're perfect, that they meet your expectations. But the Hanged Man is saying that perfection is an illusion. It's about embracing the imperfections, the mistakes, and the unexpected twists and turns that come along the way. It's about trusting that the journey is just as important as the destination. So, take some time to reflect on what you might need to surrender in order to move forward. What beliefs are holding you back? What patterns are keeping you stuck? What expectations are you clinging to? And then, just let go. Trust that the universe will catch you and that you'll land exactly where you need to be. Okay, now this is where it all comes together, because we have the Hermit. After the Empress's initial spark and the Hanged Man's surrender, we have the Hermit guiding us inward. This is the card of introspection, solitude, and deep wisdom. It's about taking time to go within and connect with your inner guidance. So, how does this fit into the whole picture? Well, you've got this amazing creative potential with the Empress. You've surrendered and gained a new perspective with the Hanged Man, and now the Hermit is saying, okay, it's time to integrate all of this. It's like you've planted the seed, you've let go of the weeds that were choking it, and now you need to give it time to grow. You need to nurture it from within. The Hermit is about going on a solo journey, not necessarily a physical one, but an internal one. It's about disconnecting from the external world and connecting with your inner world. It's about finding the answers within yourself. Maybe you need to take some time to meditate, journal, or just spend time in nature. Whatever it is, the Hermit is urging you to create space for yourself to listen to your intuition. Because, honestly, you already have all the answers you need. They're just buried beneath layers of conditioning, beliefs, and expectations. The Hermit helps you to peel back those layers and uncover your true self. This card also represents wisdom, not just knowledge, but deep, profound wisdom that comes from experience. You've been through a lot in your life, and you've learned a lot along the way. The Hermit is reminding you to trust your own wisdom and to use it to guide you on your path. Don't look to others for the answers. Look within. You already know what to do. And the cool thing is, the Hermit isn't about staying in isolation forever. It's about taking that time to go within, gain clarity, and then come back out into the world with a renewed sense of purpose. It's about integrating your inner wisdom with your outer life. It's about becoming a beacon of light for others, guiding them on their own journeys. So think about how you can use your experiences to help others. How can you share your wisdom with the world? The Empress, Hanged Man, and Hermit together. Wow, that's quite a journey, right? This is about unlocking your creative potential, surrendering to the process, and finding the wisdom within. It's about birthing something new into the world. But first you need to go inward and connect with your true self. And with the jade tree symbolizing awakening, it feels like this is all about stepping into a new level of awareness and growth. It's like the jade tree is helping you to branch out and explore new possibilities, but only after you've gone through this process of surrender and introspection. So, embrace the journey, trust the process, and know that you are exactly where you need to be. What an exciting combination of cards. Okay, so after all of that, with the Empress, the Hanged Man, and the Hermit, we now have the Page of Pentacles. What? Okay, this is so interesting, right? Because we've gone from this huge creative potential to this moment of surrender and shifting perspective, and then deep introspection, and now we have the Page of Pentacles, which is. It's like the beginning of something new, but in a very grounded way. It's so cool. So, the Empress is all about the big picture, right? The Hanged Man is about releasing control, the Hermit is about going within, and the Page of Pentacles is okay, I've done all that, now what? What do I actually do with all of this newfound wisdom and energy? It's like the very first steps on a new path, you know? Think of it like this. You've had this amazing idea, thanks to the Empress. You've let go of all the things that were holding you back with the Hanged Man, you've connected with your inner self with the Hermit, and now you're ready to actually start putting that idea into motion, but you don't really know where to start, right? You're at the very beginning, but that's okay. Because the Page of Pentacles is all about being a student, being open to learning, and taking things one step at a time. It's so cool. This card, it's all about new opportunities, but they often come in the form of learning something new, or developing a skill, or exploring a new area of interest. It's that fresh, eager energy of someone who's just starting out on a journey. It's not about instant success, it's more about laying the groundwork for future growth. It's about being willing to put in the time and effort to learn what you need to know. So, maybe you've had this amazing idea for a business, hello, Empress energy, but you don't know anything about running a business. The Page of Pentacles is saying, okay, time to learn. Time to take a class, or find a mentor, or read some books, or do whatever it takes to acquire the knowledge and skills you need to make your dream a reality. And it's not just about learning practical skills either. It can also be about learning more about yourself, you know. The Hermit has already guided you inward, but the Page of Pentacles is about applying that self-awareness to your everyday life. It's about understanding your strengths and weaknesses, your values and beliefs, and how they can help you to achieve your goals. The Page of Pentacles is super practical and grounded. This card is literally about tangible results. The Pentacles are all about the earth element, right? About the material world, about your finances, your career, your physical health. It's about taking care of your basic needs and creating a stable foundation for yourself. The Page is okay, I'm going to start small, but I'm going to be consistent. It's about developing good habits and being disciplined and staying focused on your goals. It's so good. So, how does this relate to your soul mission? That's the big question, right? Well, the Page of Pentacles is showing you the first steps you need to take to align with your true purpose. It's about identifying the skills and resources you need to bring your soul mission to life. It's about being willing to learn and grow, and to put in the work to make your dreams a reality. Remember that jade tree representing awakening? It's like the Page of Pentacles is the little sprout emerging from the soil, reaching for the sunlight. It's the first sign of new growth, the first indication that your efforts are paying off. It's so exciting because it's showing that you're on the right path, even if you can't see the whole picture yet. This is not about instant gratification. You know, it's about building something solid and lasting, something that will support you for years to come. This could also be about a literal opportunity involving education, or a new job, or a training program. Keep your eyes open for these kinds of opportunities, because they could be exactly what you need to get you started on your journey. But the most important thing is to stay grounded and focused. Don't get caught up in the hype or the excitement. Remember the Hanged Man and stay surrendered to the process. Focus on the present moment and take things one step at a time. The Page of Pentacles is all about being present, being mindful, and being grateful for what you have. Think about it this way. Imagine you're learning to play a musical instrument. You wouldn't expect to be a virtuoso overnight, right? You would start with the basics, you would practice every day, and you would gradually improve over time. The same is true of your soul mission. You need to be patient, persistent, and willing to learn along the way. And don't be afraid to ask for help. The Page of Pentacles is also about seeking guidance from others who are more experienced than you. Find a mentor, a teacher, or a coach who can help you to develop your skills and achieve your goals. Don't be afraid to admit that you don't know everything and be willing to learn from those who do. That is so important. Also, remember that this card isn't just about material things. It's also about your values and your beliefs. What do you truly care about? What are you passionate about? What kind of impact do you want to make on the world? The Page of Pentacles can help you to align your actions with your values and to create a life that is both fulfilling and meaningful. It's about finding a way to use your talents and skills to make a positive difference in the world, to use your resources to support causes that you believe in, to create a life that is aligned with your soul's purpose. The Page of Pentacles, while being grounded, can be a powerful force for good in the world. And you know what else? It's also about enjoying the process. Like, don't get so caught up in the destination that you forget to enjoy the journey. The Page of Pentacles is about finding joy in the simple things, about appreciating the small victories, and about celebrating your progress along the way. It's such a great reminder that learning and growth should be fun. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, then you're probably not on the right path. Trust your intuition and follow your heart. The Page of Pentacles is also a reminder to be responsible with your resources, to manage your finances wisely, to take care of your health, and to use your time and energy effectively. It's about being a good steward of the gifts that you've been given. Think about how you can use your resources to support your soul mission. How can you invest in yourself, in your community, and in the world around you? It's all connected. Basically, the Page of Pentacles says, be open to new opportunities, be willing to learn, be practical and grounded, and enjoy the process. And most importantly, trust that you're on the right path, even if you can't see the whole picture yet. The Page of Pentacles after the Empress, Hanged Man, and Hermit. It's like you've had the vision, you've cleared the path, you've gone within, and now it's time to take that first, tentative step forward. Time to put your wisdom into action, but with the humility and eagerness of a student. That's so powerful. I'm so curious to see what the next cards will reveal. Like, where is this path leading you? What challenges and opportunities will you encounter along the way? This is so exciting, because it really feels like you're on the verge of something amazing. I can't wait to see what unfolds for you next. Okay, let's pull another card. Okay, so after the Page of Pentacles, after all that grounding, we get the Five of Wands. What? Okay, so this is interesting, right? Because we were just talking about taking those first practical steps, that little sprout emerging, and now there's like a chaotic energy. Five of Wands is like, everyone's fighting, there's competition, there's disagreement. It's not necessarily negative, but it's definitely not smooth sailing. So, how does this connect? Well, with the Empress, you have all this creative potential, right? But the Five of Wands could mean that you're facing some challenges in bringing that potential to life. Maybe you're encountering obstacles, or maybe you're dealing with conflicting opinions. It's like you have this amazing idea, but now you have to fight for it, you know? You have to compete with others, or you have to overcome some internal resistance. And then with the Hanged Man, where you had to surrender, this might be showing you where you're still holding on, where you're still resisting. Maybe you thought you'd surrendered completely, but now you're realizing there are still some areas where you're clinging to control, where you're afraid to let go. And that resistance is creating conflict. The Hermit, with that deep inner wisdom, the Five of Wands could be highlighting some conflicting voices within yourself. Maybe you have different parts of yourself that want different things, and they're all fighting for your attention. It's like your intuition is telling you one thing, but your ego is telling you another. And that's creating inner turmoil. And then, with the Page of Pentacles, with those first steps, this could simply be like the challenges that naturally arise when you're learning something new. It's not always easy, right? There are going to be setbacks, there are going to be frustrations, there are going to be times when you feel like you're not making any progress. And the Five of Wands is just showing you that that's normal. It's part of the process. So yeah, this card is all about conflict, competition, and challenges, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. It can actually be a catalyst for growth, a way to push you to become stronger and more resilient. Think about it like this. When you're working out, you have to push yourself to your limits in order to build muscle, right? It's the same with your soul mission. You have to face challenges and overcome obstacles in order to grow and evolve. Okay, so let's dig a little deeper into these themes. What kind of conflict are we talking about here? Well, it could be external conflict, like disagreements with other people. Maybe you're working on a project with a team, and everyone has different ideas about how it should be done. Or maybe you're starting a business and you're facing competition from other companies. Or maybe you're just dealing with difficult people in your personal life. People who don't understand your vision or who are trying to hold you back. It could also be internal conflict, like I was saying before. Maybe you're struggling with self-doubt or fear of failure. Maybe you're torn between different paths and you don't know which one to choose. Or maybe you're just battling with your own inner demons. Your insecurities, your limiting beliefs, your negative self-talk. And the competition aspect is interesting too, right? Because competition can be a good thing, it can motivate you to be your best. But it can also be unhealthy if it leads to comparison, envy, or resentment. So, it's important to find a balance. To be competitive without being cutthroat, to strive for excellence without sacrificing your integrity. And then there are the challenges themselves. What kind of challenges are you facing? Are they practical challenges, like lack of resources or lack of skills? Or are they emotional challenges, like fear of rejection or fear of success? Or are they spiritual challenges, like questioning your purpose or losing your faith? Whatever the challenges may be, the Five of Wands is reminding you that you're not alone. Everyone faces challenges in their life. It's part of the human experience. And the key is not to avoid the challenges, but to embrace them. To see them as opportunities for growth, to learn from them, and to use them to become a better version of yourself. So, how does this all relate to your soul mission? Well, the Five of Wands could be showing you the obstacles that are standing in your way of fulfilling your purpose, the things that are preventing you from living your best life. The challenges that you need to overcome in order to make a difference in the world. Maybe you're being called to step into a leadership role, but you're afraid of the responsibility. Maybe you're being called to share your gifts with the world, but you're afraid of being judged. Or maybe you're being called to make a big change in your life, but you're afraid of the unknown. The Five of Wands is saying that these fears are normal, but they don't have to control you. You have the power to overcome them. You have the strength to face your challenges. You have the courage to step into your purpose. And remember the Page of Pentacles? Those first practical steps? The Five of Wands could be highlighting where you're encountering resistance in taking those steps. Maybe you're trying to learn a new skill, but you're struggling with the learning curve. Maybe you're trying to start a business, but you're having trouble finding funding. Or maybe you're just trying to make a positive change in your life, but you're facing resistance from the people around you. The Five of Wands is saying that these obstacles are not roadblocks, they're just detours. They're opportunities to learn, to grow, and to become more resourceful. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't let the challenges discourage you. Keep taking those steps, one at a time, and trust that you'll eventually reach your destination. I think the key here is to really discern whether the conflict is internal or external. Is this about other people, or is it about your own inner struggles? Because if it's external, then you need to learn how to navigate those relationships, how to communicate effectively, how to stand up for yourself without being aggressive. You need to learn how to find common ground with people who have different opinions, how to compromise without sacrificing your values. But if it's internal, then you need to go back to the hermit. You need to go within and explore those conflicting voices. You need to understand where they're coming from, what they're afraid of, what they're trying to protect. And then you need to find a way to integrate those voices to create harmony within yourself, to align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your soul's purpose. It's like the Five of Wands is a call to action, but it's also a call to introspection. It's a reminder that the outer world is a reflection of the inner world. So, if you want to change your external reality, you have to start by changing your internal reality. You have to heal your inner conflicts, and you have to align yourself with your highest self. And remember that jade tree, that symbol of awakening? The Five of Wands could be showing you what you need to awaken to. What parts of yourself are still asleep? What limiting beliefs are still holding you back? It's like the conflict is shaking you awake, forcing you to confront your shadows, and pushing you to step into your full potential. It's not always comfortable, but it's necessary. You can't grow without facing challenges. You can't evolve without overcoming obstacles. The Five of Wands is a reminder that the path to your soul mission is not always easy, but it's always worth it. Wow, this is intense, right? Like, We went from this really peaceful, grounded energy with the Page of Pentacles to this chaotic, conflicting energy with the Five of Wands. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you've taken the first step, now let's see how you handle the challenges. I'm so curious to see what the next card is going to be. Is it going to be a card of resolution, showing you how to overcome these conflicts? Or is it going to be another challenge, pushing you even further? I can't wait to find out. Okay, let's pull another card. Okay, wow, so after all that chaos of the Five of Wands, we get the Four of Swords. Okay, that is interesting, right? Because, we're just in this big battle, all this conflict, and now it's stop, just complete stillness. The Four of Swords is all about rest, recuperation, meditation, taking a break. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you've been fighting hard, now you need to chill out for a minute. I didn't see that coming, did you? So how does this fit, after all that stuff we just talked about? Well, think about it. After all that conflict with the Five of Wands, you're probably exhausted, right? Whether it was external conflicts with other people or internal conflicts with yourself, all that fighting takes a toll. The Four of Swords is saying that you need to take some time to recover, to recharge your batteries, to heal. It's like you can't keep fighting forever. You need to take breaks to regroup and replenish your energy. This card is really about self-care. About taking care of your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. It's about recognizing when you're reaching your limits and knowing when to step back and take a break. It's like, if you keep pushing yourself too hard, you're going to burn out, and then you won't be able to do anything. The Four of Swords is reminding you that self-care is not selfish, it's essential. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. You have to take care of yourself in order to be able to take care of others, and in order to fulfill your soul mission. Think about it if you're constantly stressed and overwhelmed, you're not going to be able to access your intuition, you're not going to be able to connect with your inner wisdom, and you're definitely not going to be able to manifest your dreams, right? You need to be in a calm, peaceful state in order to be able to receive guidance from the universe, and in order to be able to take inspired action. So, the Four of Swords is giving you permission to slow down, to relax, and to just be. And this isn't just about physical rest either, although that's definitely important. It's also about mental and emotional rest. It's about taking a break from all the noise and distractions of the world and spending some time in silence. It's about turning off your phone, closing your laptop, and just being present in the moment. It's about meditating or journaling or spending time in nature or doing whatever helps you to quiet your mind and calm your emotions. Remember the Hermit? Yeah, go back to that. The Four of Swords is inviting you to go back into that hermit energy, to go within and reconnect with your inner self, to reflect on everything that's been happening, to process your emotions, and to gain some clarity about your path forward. It's like the Five of Wands stirred up a lot of stuff, and now you need to take some time to sort through it all, to understand what it all means, and to integrate the lessons you've learned. This card is also about integrating. It's about taking all the different pieces of your life and putting them together in a way that makes sense. It's about finding the common thread that runs through all your experiences and understanding how they all connect to your soul mission. It's like you've been on this journey and you've learned so much along the way, and now it's time to take a step back and see the big picture, to see how far you've come and to appreciate all that you've accomplished. And the Four of Swords is not necessarily about being completely inactive. It's not about just lying in bed all day, although that might be part of it, haha. It's more about active rest. It's about consciously choosing activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. It's about doing things that bring you joy, that make you feel good, that help you to relax and recharge. It's about being intentional about how you spend your time and energy and making sure that you're prioritizing your well-being. So, think about what that looks like for you. What activities help you to relax and recharge? What brings you joy? What makes you feel good? Maybe it's reading a book, or taking a bath, or listening to music, or spending time with loved ones, or pursuing a hobby, or creating something beautiful. Whatever it is, make time for it. Prioritize it. Because it's not just a way to escape from the stress of your life, it's a way to fuel your soul mission. To give you the energy and inspiration you need to keep going. Okay, and remember the Page of Pentacles and those first steps? The Four of Swords could be about preparing for the next steps. It's like you've taken those first steps, and now you need to pause and assess your progress. To see what's working, what's not working, and what you need to do differently moving forward. It's about refining your plan, adjusting your strategy, and getting ready to take the next leap. It's like you've been building a foundation, and now you need to make sure that it's solid enough to support the rest of the structure. You need to make sure that you have the skills, the resources, and the support you need to continue on your path. And if you don't, then the Four of Swords is giving you the opportunity to acquire them. To take a class, to find a mentor, to ask for help. To do whatever it takes to get yourself ready for the next phase of your journey. This connects all the way back to the Empress too, taking the time to plan how you're going to birth this creation. The Four of Swords is also a reminder that progress is not always linear. There are going to be times when you need to take a break, to step back, and to reassess your situation. There are going to be times when you feel like you're not making any progress, or even that you're moving backwards. But that's okay. It's part of the process. The important thing is to not give up. To keep going, even when it's hard. And to trust that you're exactly where you need to be. This card could also be showing a period of enforced rest. What if you don't choose to rest? What if the universe forces you to? This could be illness, or injury, or some other unforeseen circumstance that prevents you from being able to continue on your path. And if that's the case, then the Four of Swords is a reminder to surrender to the situation, to accept what is and to make the most of it, to use the time to rest, to heal, and to reflect, and to trust that everything is happening for a reason, even if you don't understand it in the moment. It's like, sometimes the universe knows what we need better than we do ourselves. Sometimes we need to be forced to slow down, to take a break, and to take care of ourselves. And if that's what's happening, then the Four of Swords is a gentle reminder to listen to your body, to listen to your intuition, and to trust that you're being guided. The jade tree representing awakening reminds me that this rest is not passive. This rest is part of your awakening. You're resting so that you can integrate the new awareness. You're resting so that you can prepare for the next stage of your growth. You're resting so that you can become more fully aligned with your soul mission. It's all connected, isn't it? The Four of Swords after the Five of Wands, after the Page of Pentacles, after the Hermit and Hanged Man and Empress. Wow. It's like you've been through this intense period of activity, and now you need to take a step back and integrate everything that's happened. To rest, to heal, and to prepare for what's next. To actively rest so you are ready for what is coming. This is such a crucial step, you know. Because without this rest, you're not going to be able to sustain your energy, you're not going to be able to maintain your focus, and you're definitely not going to be able to fulfill your soul mission. So, embrace this time of rest. Use it wisely, and trust that it's exactly what you need. I am so curious to see what the final card is going to be. What is going to come after this period of rest? What action will you be inspired to take? What new opportunities will arise? What challenges will you face? I can't wait to find out. Okay, let's pull the final card and see what the universe has in store for you. This is so exciting. Okay, so after all that rest and recuperation, after the Four of Swords, we get the Two of Wands. Okay, so what does this mean? This is so interesting. The Two of Wands is all about choices, decisions, and partnerships and planning for the future. So it's like you've had this period of rest and now you're being called to make a choice. You're being called to decide which path you want to take. Oh my gosh, this is so good. So let's think about how this connects back to everything else, right? With the Empress, you have all this creative potential, but now you have to decide how you want to use it. Which project do you want to focus on? Which direction do you want to go in? And with the Hanged Man, where you had to surrender and shift your perspective, the Two of Wands could be about deciding what to do with that new perspective. Now that you see things differently, what choices are you going to make? How are you going to act? What path are you choosing? Are you surrendering to one path and letting others go? Because that's hard. And then, the Hermit with that deep inner wisdom, the Two of Wands could be about using that wisdom to make the right choice. It's about trusting your intuition and knowing which path is truly aligned with your soul's purpose. It's like you've gone within, You've found the answers, and now you have to put them into action. This is your moment. Okay, and then we have the Page of Pentacles and those first grounded steps. The Two of Wands is building on that. It's asking you to decide where those first steps are leading. It's about planning the next stage of your journey, about setting some goals, and about making a commitment to yourself. It's not just about taking those first steps aimlessly, it's about having a vision for the future. You know, the Two of Wands is saying, okay, you've started, but where are you going? What's the ultimate destination? This is so good, because the Page of Pentacles can be a little bit directionless, you know? It's all about learning and exploring, but it doesn't always have a clear goal in mind. The Two of Wands is bringing that focus, that intention. It's saying, okay, let's get serious. Let's figure out what we're really trying to achieve. And then, how does this relate to the Five of Wands and all that conflict, right? Well, the Two of Wands could be about choosing which battles to fight. Not every conflict is worth your time and energy. The Two of Wands is asking you to be strategic about where you focus your efforts. Which challenges are truly aligned with your goals? Which ones are just distractions? This could also be about partnering with someone to overcome those conflicts. The Two of Wands is about partnerships, right? Maybe you need to find someone who can help you to navigate those challenges, someone who can offer support and guidance. It's like, you don't have to do it alone. You can find someone who complements your strengths and weaknesses, someone who can help you to achieve your goals faster and more effectively. This card is also about making a choice in spite of the conflict. The Five of Wands can leave you feeling scattered and unsure. The Two of Wands is saying, okay, there's chaos, there are disagreements, but you still need to move forward. You can't let the conflict paralyze you. You have to make a decision and stick with it. It's about choosing your direction even when things are uncertain. This is so powerful, I'm getting chills. So, then we have the Four of Swords and all that rest and preparation, right? This Two of Wands is directly linked. It's about what you do after the rest. It's about taking action, about making a decision, and about moving forward with confidence. You can't stay in that state of rest forever. You need to eventually get up and do something. The Four of Swords was about recharging your batteries. The Two of Wands is about using that energy to create something amazing. It's like you've taken the time to heal and to reflect, and now you're ready to put your plan into action. You're ready to make a difference in the world. But first, you need to choose what that action is going to be. You need to choose where you're going to focus your attention. Think about it this way, like, imagine you've been on a long journey and you've finally reached a crossroads. You can go left, you can go right, or you can go straight ahead. The Two of Wands is about standing at that crossroads and making a conscious decision about which path you want to take. You can't go all three ways. You have to choose, and that choice is going to determine your future. So, how does this all relate to your soul mission, right? That's the big question. Well, the Two of Wands is showing you that you have a choice about how you want to fulfill your purpose. You're not just being carried along by fate. You have agency. You have the power to create your own destiny. This card is about aligning your choices with your values. What do you truly care about? What kind of impact do you want to make on the world? The Two of Wands is asking you to make a decision that is consistent with your deepest beliefs, to choose a path that is meaningful and fulfilling. It's like your soul mission is the destination, but the Two of Wands is about choosing the route you're going to take to get there. There are many different ways to fulfill your purpose. The Two of Wands is about finding the way that is right for you. The way that is most authentic, most aligned with your unique gifts and talents. This could also be about choosing between different aspects of your soul mission. Maybe you have multiple passions, multiple interests, and you're trying to figure out how to combine them. The Two of Wands is saying that you don't have to choose just one. You can find a way to integrate all of your passions into a cohesive whole. This is very exciting to me, but it requires making some decisions and setting some priorities. What's most important to you right now? What do you want to focus on first? You can always come back to the other things later, but you need to start somewhere. You need to choose a direction and move forward. Remember that jade tree, that symbol of awakening, right? The Two of Wands is showing you that awakening is not a passive process. It's not just about gaining new awareness, it's about taking action based on that awareness. It's about making conscious choices that are aligned with your highest self. It's like the jade tree is helping you to branch out and explore new possibilities, but you have to decide which branches you want to cultivate. Which ones are going to bear the most fruit? Which ones are going to bring you the most joy and fulfillment? This card is all about empowerment. It's about recognizing that you have the power to create your own reality. You're not a victim of circumstances. You're a creator. You have the ability to shape your life in accordance with your dreams. I love this card. I feel like this card is so important here in your journey. The Two of Wands after the Empress, Hanged Man, Hermit, Page of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and Four of Swords. Wow. It's like you've gone through this entire process of creation, surrender, introspection, action, conflict, and rest, and now you're finally ready to make a decision about your future. You're standing at a crossroads, and you have the power to choose your path. The world is in your hands. What choice will you make? What direction will you take? What partnerships will you forge? I am so eager to see what the next card reveals. This is such a pivotal moment, and I can't wait to see what unfolds for you. It feels like everything is about to change. This is so cool. Okay, let's pull the next card and find out what happens next. Oh my goodness, okay, so after all of that, after the Empress, the Hanged Man, the Hermit, the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Two of Wands, we finally arrive at the Moon. Wow, okay, this is so interesting, right? It feels like we've been on this whole journey, and now we're stepping into the unknown. It's like we are in the dark, but the moon is our only light. Okay, so the Moon card, what does it even mean? Well, it's all about intuition, the subconscious, dreams, illusions, and yeah, maybe even some fears. It's like everything we've been working on is now being filtered through this lens of the unknown, you know? The moon isn't about clear, concrete answers. It's more about feeling your way through the darkness, trusting your gut, and paying attention to your dreams and intuition. It's about acknowledging that things might not be what they seem, and that there might be hidden truths waiting to be uncovered. It's about knowing that not everything is as it appears. Like things could look scary, they could look confusing, but there's also a lot of magic and potential hidden beneath the surface. It's a call to be brave, to step into the shadows, and to trust that you'll find your way. This card is about trusting yourself, even when you're not sure where you're going. It's about embracing the mystery and uncertainty of life, and knowing that you have the inner resources to navigate any challenge that comes your way. Like, you're not going to have all the answers right now, and that's okay. The moon is saying that it's time to stop trying to figure everything out and start trusting your intuition. The moon is all about the subconscious. It's about the part of your mind that's hidden beneath the surface, the part that holds your deepest fears, your most powerful desires, and your most creative ideas. The moon is like that light. You can't see everything, but you can see enough. It's about diving into those murky waters and exploring what's hidden there. This card is also about dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. They might be trying to tell you something. They might be offering guidance or revealing hidden truths about yourself. So now, let's connect this back to the other cards, right? Because that's where it gets really interesting. Think about the Empress. All that creative potential. The moon could be saying that you're not quite sure how to bring that potential into reality. There might be some fears or insecurities holding you back, some doubts about your ability to create something truly amazing. Maybe you're afraid of failing, or maybe you're afraid of succeeding. The moon is asking you to confront those fears, to shine a light on them, and to realize that they're just illusions. They're not real. You have the power to create whatever you want. I love this, it's so good. What about the Hanged Man, right? All about surrendering and shifting your perspective. The moon could be showing you that there are still some areas where you're resisting surrender. Maybe you think you've let go of control, but there are still some things you're clinging to. The moon is asking you to dive deeper, to explore those hidden areas of resistance, and to fully surrender to the process. It's about trusting that the universe has your back, even when you can't see the path forward. And then, what about the Hermit and that deep inner wisdom? The moon could be highlighting the importance of trusting your intuition, even when it doesn't make sense logically. Your intuition is your connection to your higher self, to your soul's purpose. It's always guiding you in the right direction, even when you can't see the destination. Okay, so let's go on. What about the Page of Pentacles and those first grounded steps? The moon could be saying that you need to be patient with yourself. You're just starting out on this journey, and it's okay if you don't have all the answers yet. It's okay if you're feeling a little lost or confused. The moon is encouraging you to trust the process, to keep taking those steps, and to know that you're moving in the right direction, even if you can't see the path ahead. And then, what about the Five of Wands and all that conflict? The moon could be showing you that some of that conflict is coming from within yourself. Maybe you're battling with your own fears and insecurities. Maybe you're not trusting your own intuition. The moon is asking you to turn inward, to confront those inner demons, and to find peace within yourself. This card can also mean not everything is a real fight. That you can still collaborate and make peace. That's just a thought. Now, what about the Four of Swords and all that rest and recuperation? The moon could be saying that you need to continue to prioritize self-care. Taking care of your mental, emotional, and physical well-being is essential for navigating the unknown. When you're feeling rested and grounded, you're better able to access your intuition, to trust your gut, and to make wise decisions. And the Two of Wands, right? All those choices and decisions. The moon is saying that you don't have to make those decisions alone. You can lean on your intuition, you can trust your dreams, and you can ask for guidance from the universe. You can also partner with someone who can help you to navigate the unknown, someone who can offer support and encouragement. The moon is really asking you to embrace the unknown and to trust that you're exactly where you need to be. It's about acknowledging your fears, but not letting them control you. It's about shining a light on your insecurities, but not letting them define you. The moon is encouraging you. You have the strength, the wisdom, and the intuition to navigate any challenge that comes your way. Okay, so what does this all mean for your soul mission? Well, the moon is showing you that your soul mission is not always going to be clear. There are going to be times when you feel lost, confused, or uncertain. But that's okay. That's part of the journey. The important thing is to trust your intuition, to keep exploring, and to keep moving forward. The moon can mean your mission is always changing and evolving, but your end goal is always good. Your soul mission is not something that you figure out logically. It's something that you feel in your heart, something that you know in your gut. It's about aligning your actions with your values, about making a difference in the world, and about living a life that is meaningful and fulfilling. You need to trust what you know and what you feel. Here's some practical guidance. First, pay attention to your dreams. Keep a dream journal and write down anything that feels significant. Look for recurring themes, symbols, or messages. Second, meditate regularly. Even just a few minutes of meditation each day can help you to quiet your mind, to connect with your intuition, and to gain clarity about your path. Third, spend time in nature. Nature is a powerful source of healing, inspiration, and guidance. Fourth, trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, don't do it. Your intuition is always guiding you in the right direction. And finally, remember that jade tree, that symbol of awakening, right? The moon is showing you that awakening is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. There are going to be times when you feel like you're in the dark, but that's okay. The moon is there to guide you, to illuminate your path, and to help you to find your way. You can be awakened. It's within you, inside your grasp. The moon after all those other cards. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you've done all this work, you've learned all these lessons, and now it's time to trust yourself, to trust your intuition, and to step into the unknown with confidence. You have the inner resources to navigate any challenge, to create an amazing life, and to fulfill your soul mission. Embrace the mystery, trust the process, and know that you are exactly where you need to be. You have the potential, you can surrender, you are wise. Take those first steps. Overcome those challenges. Rest and decide. And now you can trust in the moonlight to guide you. What an amazing journey. I'm so excited for you. Okay, so smoky quartz, right? Empowering right off the bat. And we're talking groundwork, building a solid foundation for your purpose. I love that because it's like, okay, we're not just floating around in the ether. We're actually building something real. So, with this smoky quartz energy, you're already empowered to take that first step. You already have what it takes. Okay. So the Fool, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Oh my gosh, This is like a brand new journey. I'm so excited for you. Okay, where do I even start? Okay, the Fool. The Fool is all about new beginnings, right? It's about stepping off the edge, taking that leap of faith. Like you're at the beginning of something huge, something totally unknown, and you have no idea what's coming. But that's the exciting part, isn't it? It's terrifying, yes, but it's also incredibly freeing. It's like the universe is saying, okay, I have this path for you, and you just have to trust that it's going to be amazing. Even though you can't see what's ahead. Now, some people get the Fool and they're like, oh no, I'm being foolish. But no. This is about trusting your intuition, trusting that little voice inside of you that's saying, go for it. This is not the time to overthink things. This is not the time to analyze every single possible outcome. This is the time to just jump, okay? Jump and trust that you're going to land on your feet. And with the Ace of Pentacles right next to it, you totally will. I promise. Or, well, the cards promise. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles. This is all about opportunity, right? This is the universe saying, here you go. Here's a brand new chance for abundance, for prosperity, for building something lasting. This isn't just about money, although it definitely can be. It's about creating something that has real value, something that nourishes your soul and the souls of others. It's about planting a seed and watching it grow into something beautiful and strong. But here's the thing, you have to be open to receiving it. You have to be willing to see the opportunity when it presents itself. Because sometimes these opportunities come in disguise, right? They don't always look like what we expect them to look like. Maybe it's a new job, maybe it's a new relationship, maybe it's a new creative project. But whatever it is, it's something that has the potential to really change your life for the better. And the Ace of Swords. Okay, so this is all about mental clarity, about cutting through the confusion and seeing things as they really are. This is about making a decision, a clear, decisive decision about what you want and how you're going to get it. The Ace of Swords is like a laser beam, cutting through all the BS and getting straight to the heart of the matter. So, how does this all tie together? Well, you're being called to take a leap of faith into something new, something that has the potential to bring you great abundance and fulfillment. But you need to be clear about what you want and how you're going to get it. You need to trust your intuition, but you also need to be grounded and practical. It's like, imagine you're starting a new business, okay. The Fool is the excitement of the idea, the passion that drives you to take that first step. The Ace of Pentacles is the potential for profit, for creating something that people really value. And the Ace of Swords is the business plan, the clear strategy that's going to help you succeed. You can't just have the excitement. You need the plan too. You need to see things clearly. Or, let's say you're starting a new relationship. The Fool is the thrill of the connection, the feeling that you're falling head over heels. The Ace of Pentacles is the potential for a long-term, fulfilling partnership. And the Ace of Swords is the honest communication, the ability to really see each other and understand each other's needs. You can't just have the initial spark. You need the open, honest communication. See how it all works together? It's like the universe is giving you all the tools you need to succeed. You just have to be willing to use them. And this smoky quartz is giving you that extra boost of empowerment, that extra bit of confidence to take that leap. This smoky quartz tower is like grounding all of this amazing energy. It's keeping you stable while you're flying through the air as the Fool. It's helping you stay focused on the potential of the Ace of Pentacles. It's clarifying your mind so you can wield that Ace of Swords like a pro. I feel like this is a really important message for you right now. You might be feeling a little scared, a little uncertain. That's totally normal. Stepping into the unknown is always a little scary. But you're also incredibly excited, right? You can feel that little spark of possibility, that little voice inside of you that's saying, this is it. This is what I've been waiting for. So, my advice to you is to embrace that fear, embrace that uncertainty, and just go for it. Trust that the universe has your back. Trust that you have what it takes to succeed. And most importantly, trust yourself. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it. Don't let your own doubts and fears hold you back. You are capable of amazing things. You are worthy of abundance and fulfillment. And you are ready to step into your power and create the life of your dreams. With this smoky quartz, you are grounded, protected, and ready to manifest. It is creating a safe space for you to explore this new beginning, to embrace the opportunities coming your way, and to make clear, decisive choices. You know, sometimes we get so caught up in the details, in the how, that we forget to just trust the process. We forget to just enjoy the ride. The Fool is a reminder that life is an adventure, a journey of discovery. It's not about knowing all the answers ahead of time. It's about being open to whatever comes your way and learning from every experience. It's about embracing the unexpected and finding joy in the unknown. And the Ace of Pentacles is a reminder that you deserve abundance. You deserve to have a life that is filled with joy, prosperity, and fulfillment. You deserve to create something that has real value and makes a positive impact on the world. Don't settle for anything less. And the Ace of Swords is a reminder that you have the power to create your own reality. You have the power to choose your thoughts, your beliefs, and your actions. You have the power to cut through the negativity and focus on what truly matters. You have the power to create a life that is aligned with your soul's purpose. I feel like some of you have been feeling stuck lately, like you're in a rut. You've been doing the same things over and over again, and you're not seeing the results you want. This is a sign that it's time for a change. It's time to break free from those old patterns and step into something new. It's time to take a risk and trust that the universe will support you. Maybe you've been afraid to pursue your dreams because you're worried about what other people will think. Maybe you've been afraid to fail. But the truth is, the only way to truly fail is to not try at all. The only way to miss out on the abundance that the universe has in store for you is to stay stuck in your comfort zone. So, I encourage you to take that leap of faith. Embrace the unknown, trust your intuition, and know that you are not alone. The universe is cheering you on. Your guides are supporting you every step of the way, and I am here to remind you of your power and your potential. This smoky quartz tower is your anchor, connecting you to the earth and grounding your dreams. It's a reminder that you are safe, you are supported, and you are ready to fly. So go out there and create the life you were born to live. I think, for some of you, this is about finally acknowledging a talent you've been downplaying. Like you're really good at something, but you've been too afraid to pursue it because you didn't think you could make a living at it, or because you were worried about what other people would say. The universe is saying, stop hiding your light, share your gifts with the world. And for others, this might be about a new relationship, a new love interest that's about to come into your life. This person is going to challenge you to grow and evolve, but they're also going to support you in pursuing your dreams. Be open to receiving their love and support. And for still others, this could be about a new project, a new creative endeavor that's going to bring you a lot of joy and fulfillment. This is something that you're passionate about, something that you can really pour your heart and soul into. Don't be afraid to take the time and energy to invest in this project. It's going to be worth it. Whatever it is for you, know that this is a powerful time of new beginnings. This is a time to embrace the unknown, to trust your intuition, and to step into your power. You are ready for this. You are capable of amazing things, and the universe is waiting to see what you create. This smoky quartz amplifies it all. Okay, wow, that was a lot. I feel like I just downloaded a ton of information for you guys. I really hope that resonated. I really hope that helped. I'm so excited to see what you do with this energy. Seriously. Okay, deep breath. I'm ready for the next card. Okay, are you ready? Because this is getting so good. So, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh. Okay, so after the Fool, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords, bam, the Wheel of Fortune. This is huge. This is like the universe is really trying to tell you something right now. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune in general is all about cycles, right? It's about the ups and downs of life, the ebbs and flows. It's about destiny and fate, and the fact that sometimes things are just meant to be, you know. But it's also about the fact that nothing stays the same forever, which, I mean, is kind of a good thing, right? Because when you're down, you know you're not going to be there forever. But when you're up, you also know that you need to appreciate it because that might not last forever either. It's like a constant state of change and evolution, you know? So how does this connect to the cards we already pulled? That's what I'm trying to see. Well, with the Fool, you're stepping into this new beginning, right? This completely unknown territory. And the Wheel of Fortune is saying, okay, you're taking this leap of faith, but just remember that this journey is going to have its twists and turns. It's not going to be a straight shot to the top. Which honestly, who wants that? That sounds boring. There will be challenges, there will be setbacks, but there will also be amazing opportunities and incredible moments of joy. Like the wheel is saying, trust the journey, even when it's hard, okay? And then, with the Ace of Pentacles, which is all about opportunity and abundance, the Wheel of Fortune is kind of adding a little bit of a caveat, right? It's saying, okay, this opportunity is amazing, and you definitely deserve it, but don't get too attached to it. Don't think that this is the only opportunity that's ever going to come your way. Because the wheel keeps turning, right? And as it turns, new opportunities will arise, and old ones might fade away. It's like, you have to be willing to adapt and change and be open to receiving new blessings, even if they don't look exactly like what you expected, you know. You have to, roll with the punches. And the Ace of Swords, with that mental clarity and decisive action, the wheel is like, okay, you're clear about what you want, and that's amazing, but be prepared for your perspective to shift. Be prepared for your goals to evolve. Be prepared for new information to come to light that might change your mind about things. Because the wheel is all about growth, and growth requires us to be flexible and open to new ideas. It's like, don't get so stuck in your ways that you're not willing to change course when the universe is nudging you in a different direction, you know? So, basically, the Wheel of Fortune is saying that life is unpredictable, but that's what makes it so exciting, right? It's about learning to embrace the chaos and trust that everything is happening for a reason, even when you can't see it at the moment. There are no mistakes, only lessons. I know, that sounds cliché, but it's true. Now, I know that the Wheel of Fortune can sometimes be a little scary for people. It can feel like you're losing control, like you're just a tiny little person being tossed around by the whims of fate. But I don't think that's the right way to look at it, okay? I think it's more about surrendering to the flow of life. It's about trusting that the universe has your back, even when things are tough. It's about knowing that you're strong enough to handle whatever comes your way, and this smoky quartz is just making you even stronger. It's literally protecting you from all the bad juju. It's like a force field around you, seriously. Think of it this way. Imagine you're on a roller coaster, right? There are ups and downs, twists and turns, moments of exhilaration and moments of terror. But you can't control the ride, right? All you can do is hold on tight and enjoy the experience. The Wheel of Fortune is kind of like that roller coaster, you know? You can't control everything that happens to you in life, but you can control how you react to it. You can choose to be positive, you can choose to be grateful, and you can choose to trust that everything is working out for your highest good, even if it doesn't feel like it at the time. So, how might this play out in your real life? Let's see. Okay, let's say you're starting a new job, right? You got that Ace of Pentacles opportunity. The Wheel of Fortune might mean that there are going to be some changes in the company, maybe some restructuring, maybe some new management. It might feel a little unstable at times, but it could also lead to new opportunities for growth and advancement. The key is to be adaptable and open to learning new things. Just go with the flow. Or, let's say you're in a new relationship, that Fool energy, right? The Wheel of Fortune might mean that there are going to be some challenges in the relationship, maybe some disagreements or misunderstandings. But it could also mean that the relationship is going to evolve and deepen over time. The key is to communicate openly and honestly with your partner and to be willing to compromise. No relationship is perfect, after all. And if you're working on a new creative project, Ace of Swords energy, the Wheel of Fortune might mean that there are going to be some unexpected obstacles or setbacks. But it could also mean that the project is going to take you in a direction you never anticipated, leading to even greater success than you imagined. The key is to be persistent and to not give up on your vision, even when things get tough. So, whatever you're going through right now, remember that the Wheel of Fortune is a reminder that everything is temporary, both the good and the bad. So, when things are going well, enjoy it and be grateful. And when things are tough, remember that it won't last forever and that there are always new opportunities on the horizon. Trust the process. And this smoky quartz will always be there to ground you, to protect you, and to remind you of your own inner strength. It's like your own personal good luck charm, seriously. But like, okay, so what does this all mean for your soul mission? That's what we're trying to figure out here, right? Well, I think it means that your path is not going to be a straight line. There are going to be twists and turns, detours, and unexpected adventures. But that's okay, because it's through those experiences that you're going to learn and grow and evolve into the person you're meant to be. Your soul mission is not about reaching a destination. It's about the journey itself. It's about embracing the unknown and trusting that you're exactly where you need to be, even when it doesn't feel like it, you know? The universe has a plan for you, and even though you can't always see it, it's there. So, trust the wheel, and remember that the Wheel of Fortune is not just about external events. It's also about your internal state. It's about your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs. You have the power to change your own fortune by changing your mindset. If you're constantly thinking negative thoughts, you're going to attract negative experiences into your life. But if you're thinking positive thoughts, you're going to attract positive experiences. It's all about the law of attraction, baby. So choose your thoughts wisely. This is where that Ace of Swords comes back in. Use it wisely to cut away negative thought patterns. And don't forget about the Ace of Pentacles. Abundance is not just about money. It's about having an abundance of love, joy, health, and happiness in your life. It's about feeling grateful for what you have and being open to receiving more. The Wheel of Fortune reminds us that abundance is not a fixed state. It ebbs and flows just like everything else in life. So, when you're feeling abundant, share your blessings with others. And when you're feeling scarce, trust that the universe will provide. The Ace of Pentacles and this crystal are helping with that manifestation. I'm telling you, okay, deep breath. So, we've got the Fool, taking the leap, the Ace of Pentacles, potential for abundance, the Ace of Swords, clear vision, and now the Wheel of Fortune, reminding us that life is a cycle of ups and downs. It's like the universe is giving you all the ingredients you need to create an amazing life, but it's up to you to mix them together in the right way. It's up to you to trust the process and to embrace the journey, and remember that this smoky quartz is here to keep you grounded and protected every step of the way. You are so supported. I can't wait to pull the next card because I feel like it's going to give us even more clarity on how to navigate this incredible journey. Okay, here we go. Okay, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Are you ready for this? Because this is like a game changer. We've got the Chariot. Bam, seriously. Okay, so after all that, after the Fool leaping, the Ace of Pentacles showing up, the Ace of Swords slicing through the confusion, the Wheel of Fortune turning and turning, we get the Chariot. This is like you're taking control now. This is serious manifesting energy. Woo! Okay, the Chariot in general is all about willpower, right? It's about determination, about focus, about taking the reins and steering your life in the direction you want it to go. It's about overcoming obstacles and achieving victory, not just any victory, your victory. It's like you've got this powerful energy within you, and you're finally ready to unleash it. It's a warrior energy, but not in a violent way, you know? It's more like a focused, driven energy that's determined to succeed. It's about having the courage to stand up for what you believe in and to fight for your dreams, to protect the people around you. So, how does this connect with everything we've already seen? Okay, so, with the Fool, right? That leap of faith. The Chariot is okay, you took the leap, now what? Now you have to actually steer yourself, you have to guide yourself, you have to make sure you're going in the right direction. It's not enough to just jump and hope for the best. You have to have a plan, a strategy, and the willpower to see it through. It's like the Fool is the spark, the initial excitement, but the Chariot is the engine that keeps you going, that keeps you moving forward, even when things get tough. You know, you have to be intentional about your journey. The Chariot is all about taking that raw, boundless energy of the Fool and channeling it into something concrete and meaningful. You're not just wandering aimlessly anymore. You have a destination in mind, and you're determined to get there. And with that grounding smoky quartz, you're not going to lose sight of your path. And then, the Ace of Pentacles, all that potential abundance. The Chariot is saying, okay, the opportunity is there, but you have to work for it. You have to put in the effort. You can't just sit back and wait for the money to fall into your lap, right? You have to be proactive, you have to be resourceful, and you have to be willing to hustle. The Chariot is about taking that potential and turning it into reality. It's about building something solid and lasting, something that's going to bring you long-term success and fulfillment. It's not just about the quick win, it's about the long game. It's about creating a legacy. This is where you dig in and build. The Chariot is about taking that seed of abundance from the Ace and nurturing it, cultivating it, and protecting it so it can grow into something amazing. And the Ace of Swords, that clarity, that sharp mental focus, the Chariot needs that. The Chariot is all about direction, about knowing exactly where you're going and how you're going to get there. It's about having a clear vision and sticking to it, even when things get confusing or overwhelming. The Ace of Swords gives you the mental clarity to make the right decisions, to avoid distractions, and to stay focused on your goals. It's like the Ace of Swords is the GPS, and the Chariot is the car, right? You need both to get to your destination. You can't drive somewhere if you don't know where you're going. The Chariot is about using that clarity to cut through any obstacles in your path, to overcome any challenges that stand in your way. You're not going to let anything deter you from your mission. And the Wheel of Fortune, with all its ups and downs, the Chariot is saying, okay, life is a roller coaster, but you're in the driver's seat. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you react to it. You can choose to be proactive, you can choose to be resilient, and you can choose to stay focused on your goals, even when the wheel is spinning like crazy. The Chariot is about harnessing the energy of the wheel and using it to your advantage. It's about learning to ride the waves, to adapt to change, and to stay on course no matter what. You're not a victim of fate. You are the master of your own destiny. The Chariot is about taking control of your own narrative and writing your own story, even when the wheel is trying to throw you for a loop. So, what does this all mean for you in practical terms? Well, it means that you have the power to create the life you want. You have the strength to overcome any obstacles. You have the clarity to make the right decisions. And you have the willpower to achieve your dreams. But it's not going to be easy, okay? The Chariot is not a card of passive success. It requires effort, dedication, and a whole lot of perseverance. You're going to face challenges along the way. You're going to encounter people who try to bring you down. You're going to have moments of doubt and discouragement. But you can't let those things stop you. You have to keep pushing forward, keep fighting for what you believe in, and keep your eye on the prize. One of the biggest challenges with the Chariot is often internal conflict, right? It's about those opposing forces within yourself, like your head and your heart, your logic and your intuition, your light side and your shadow side. You have to learn to balance these forces and to integrate them into a cohesive whole. You can't let one side dominate the other. You have to find a way to work with both, to harness their energy, and to use it to your advantage. It's like you have two horses pulling your chariot, and they're going in opposite directions. You have to learn how to rein them in, to guide them, and to get them to work together towards a common goal. Another challenge is external conflict, right? It's about dealing with other people who have different agendas, different beliefs, and different values. You're going to encounter competition, you're going to encounter opposition, and you're going to encounter people who simply don't understand you or support you. You have to learn how to navigate these conflicts with grace, with diplomacy, and with strength. You can't let other people's negativity or criticism bring you down. You have to stay true to yourself, to your values, and to your vision. So, how do you overcome these challenges? Well, first of all, you have to know yourself, right? You have to understand your own strengths and weaknesses, your own values and beliefs, your own motivations and desires. You have to be honest with yourself about what you want and what you're willing to do to get it. You have to be aware of your own internal conflicts and to work on resolving them. This smoky quartz will totally help you with that self-reflection. Second, you have to have a clear vision, right? You have to know exactly where you're going and why. You have to have a compelling reason to get out of bed every morning and to keep fighting for your dreams. You have to be able to articulate your vision to others and to inspire them to join you on your journey. It's like the chariot needs a destination, a purpose, a reason to keep moving forward. Without that, it's just going to spin its wheels and go nowhere. This comes back to that Ace of Swords again. Clarity is key. Third, you have to be disciplined, right? You have to be willing to put in the work, to make the sacrifices, and to stay focused on your goals, even when you don't feel like it. You have to be able to manage your time, your energy, and your resources effectively. You have to be able to prioritize your tasks and to avoid distractions. The Chariot is all about control, about mastering your own impulses and desires and channeling them into productive action. Fourth, you have to be resilient, right? You have to be able to bounce back from setbacks, to learn from your mistakes, and to keep moving forward even when things get tough. You have to have a positive attitude and to believe in yourself, even when others don't. The Chariot is about perseverance, about never giving up on your dreams, no matter what. Okay, so let's bring this back to your soul mission. How does the Chariot fit into the bigger picture? Well, I think it means that you're ready to take control of your destiny and to start living your life on your own terms. You're ready to stop playing small, to stop hiding your light, and to start sharing your gifts with the world. You're ready to step into your power and to become the person you were born to be. The Chariot is about aligning your actions with your soul's purpose. It's about using your willpower and your determination to create a life that is meaningful, fulfilling, and aligned with your values. It's about taking responsibility for your own happiness and creating a world that you want to live in. It's not about waiting for someone else to come along and save you. It's about saving yourself and then helping others along the way. Think about it like this. You're the driver of your own chariot, and your soul mission is the destination. The horses are your passions, your talents, and your skills. The road is your life path with all its twists and turns, and the obstacles are the challenges that you're going to face along the way. It's up to you to guide the chariot, to harness the horses, to navigate the road, and to overcome the obstacles. So, get in the driver's seat and take control. Don't let anyone else tell you where to go or how to get there. Trust your intuition, follow your heart, and stay true to your soul's purpose. You've got this. And remember, this smoky quartz is like your personal pit crew, always there to support you and keep you grounded on your journey. I can't wait to see what the final card reveals about the specifics of your soul mission and how it all comes together. Like, are you ready to see it? Because I am. Okay, let's pull the last card. This is so exciting. Okay. Are you ready for this? Because oh my gosh, this is about to get real. So we've got the devil. Whoa, okay, so after all that empowering energy, all that forward motion, all that chariot driving, bam, the devil card. This is interesting to say the least, right? Okay, so the devil in general is all about, like, restrictions, right? It's about feeling trapped, feeling bound by something, whether it's like a bad habit, a toxic relationship, limiting beliefs, or like just feeling stuck in a situation that's not serving you. It's like, you know you deserve better, but you just can't seem to break free. It's like being chained to something, but the chains are like invisible, you know. They're made of your own fears and insecurities. It's about those things that hold us back from truly stepping into our power and living our best lives. And it's a huge test of that chariot energy we were just talking about. Are you really in control, or are you being controlled? So, how does this connect to everything else we've pulled? That's what I'm trying to figure out, like, how does this fit into the puzzle? Well, with the Fool, right, taking that leap of faith, the devil is kind of like, okay, you jumped. But where did you land? Did you land somewhere that's actually good for you? Or did you, like, unknowingly jump into a situation that's actually holding you back? It's like you took that leap of faith, but now you need to be really honest with yourself about whether or not that leap landed you in the right place, you know? You have to make sure you didn't accidentally jump into a trap. 'Cause sometimes we do that, right? We jump without looking, and then we're like, oops, I'm stuck. You have to use that Ace of Swords clarity to really analyze the situation and see if it's truly aligned with your highest good. Otherwise, you might be the fool, but a foolish fool stuck with the devil. And the Ace of Pentacles, all that potential for abundance. The devil might be saying that there's something blocking that abundance from fully manifesting, you know. It's like the opportunity is there, but you're not able to fully grasp it because you're being held back by something. Maybe it's a fear of success. Maybe it's a belief that you don't deserve abundance. Maybe it's a toxic relationship that's draining your energy and your resources. You need to identify what that block is and break free from it in order to fully receive the blessings that are waiting for you. The devil is often about feeling unworthy, about feeling like you don't deserve the good things in life. It's about those limiting beliefs that we carry around with us that keep us from reaching our full potential. The Ace of Pentacles is there, offering the opportunity, but the devil is whispering in your ear, "You're not good enough, you don't deserve it." You have to silence that inner critic and embrace your worthiness. You have to. And the Ace of Swords, all that mental clarity, that sharp focus, the devil can cloud that. It can make it really hard to see things clearly, right? It can create confusion and doubt and make you question your own judgment. It's like the devil is whispering lies in your ear, trying to distort your perception of reality. You need to use that Ace of Swords to cut through the illusions and see things as they really are, even if it's scary or uncomfortable. You have to be willing to confront your own shadows and acknowledge the things that are holding you back, and the Wheel of Fortune, all those ups and downs. The devil might be saying that you're stuck in a negative cycle, a pattern of behavior that keeps repeating itself over and over again. It's like you keep attracting the same kind of negative experiences into your life because you're not breaking free from the underlying issue. The wheel keeps turning, but you're always landing on the same bad spot. You need to identify that pattern and break free from it in order to change your fortune. You can't just keep hoping that things will magically get better. You have to take action and consciously choose to create a new cycle for yourself. And that smoky quartz is there to help you ground yourself and see the patterns, right? Then, that Chariot energy, all that willpower and determination. The devil is like the ultimate test of that. Can you really steer your life in the direction you want it to go, even when you're feeling trapped and restricted? Can you overcome the obstacles that are in your path, even when they seem insurmountable? The Chariot is about taking control, but the devil is about recognizing what's controlling you. You have to be aware of your own limitations and vulnerabilities in order to truly master your own destiny. So, what does the devil actually mean in terms of your soul mission? Oh my gosh. Well, it might mean that there are some things you need to let go of in order to fully step into your purpose. Maybe it's a toxic relationship, maybe it's a limiting belief about yourself, maybe it's a bad habit that's draining your energy. Whatever it is, it's something that's holding you back from fully expressing your authentic self and fulfilling your potential. The devil is asking you to confront your shadows, to acknowledge your limitations, and to break free from the things that are binding you, seriously. Your soul mission is not about being perfect. It's about being real, being authentic, and being willing to confront your own darkness. You can't fully shine your light until you've acknowledged and integrated your shadow side. It's about embracing all aspects of yourself, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and using them to create a life that is meaningful and fulfilling. Okay, so, how might this actually show up in your real life? Let's see. Let's say you're starting that new business, right? You've got that Ace of Pentacles opportunity. The devil might mean that you're struggling with self-doubt, that you're afraid of failing, or that you're worried about what other people will think. It's like you have this amazing idea, but you're too scared to actually put yourself out there and take the risk. You need to challenge those fears, silence that inner critic, and believe in yourself and your ability to succeed. You have to remember why you started this business in the first place and reconnect with your passion and your purpose. Or, let's say you're in that new relationship, right? That Fool energy. The devil might mean that you're falling into old patterns, that you're repeating the same mistakes you've made in past relationships. Maybe you're being too clingy, maybe you're being too controlling, maybe you're not communicating effectively. You need to be aware of these patterns and consciously choose to break free from them in order to create a healthy and fulfilling relationship. You have to be honest with yourself and with your partner about your needs and your expectations. It's also possible that the devil is representing a toxic person, a manipulator who is actively trying to sabotage your happiness and your success. In that case, you need to set clear boundaries and protect yourself from their negative influence. You might even need to cut ties completely in order to preserve your own well-being. Don't be afraid to walk away from a situation that's not serving you, even if it's painful. Your happiness and your mental health are worth it. And if you're working on that new creative project, that Ace of Swords energy, The devil might mean that you're getting caught up in perfectionism, that you're putting too much pressure on yourself to create something amazing, and that you're losing sight of the joy and the fun of the process. You need to let go of that need for perfection, embrace imperfection, and allow yourself to create freely without judgment. It's about the process, not the product. It's about expressing yourself authentically and sharing your unique vision with the world. So, whatever you're going through right now, remember that the devil is not a permanent sentence. It's a challenge, an opportunity for growth and transformation. It's a reminder that you have the power to break free from whatever is holding you back and to create a life that is aligned with your soul's purpose. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the master of your own destiny. And this smoky quartz, oh my gosh, it's like your secret weapon in this whole process, right? It's grounding you, protecting you, and helping you to see things clearly. It's absorbing all that negative energy and transmuting it into positive energy. It's reminding you of your strength, your resilience, and your worthiness. The smoky quartz is helping you to confront your shadows without judgment, to acknowledge your limitations without shame, and to break free from your chains with courage and determination. Okay, deep breath. So we've got the Fool, taking the leap, the Ace of Pentacles, potential for abundance, the Ace of Swords, clear vision, the Wheel of Fortune, reminding us that life is a cycle, the Chariot, taking control, and now the Devil, challenging us to break free from our limitations. It's like the universe is really putting you through your paces here, right? But it's all for your highest good, I promise. I am so ready to pull that final card because I feel like it's going to give us the key to unlocking this whole thing, seriously. What's the final piece of the puzzle? Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Okay, so after that devil energy, like the chains, the restrictions, the things holding you back, we get the Ten of Cups. This is like pure joy, pure harmony, pure bliss. This is like the ultimate happy ending, right? So the Ten of Cups in general is all about emotional fulfillment, right? It's about having a deep sense of satisfaction and contentment in your life, especially when it comes to your relationships and your home life. It's about feeling loved, supported, and connected to the people around you, and feeling like everything is just as it should be. It's like a big, warm hug from the universe, you know? It's about that feeling of like, yes, this is it. This is what I've been working towards. And like, finally arriving at that place of like, true happiness and harmony. Okay, so how does this connect with everything we've already pulled? Like, how does this fit into this whole, like, soul mission puzzle? Well, let's start with the Fool, right? That leap of faith, that like, jumping into the unknown. The Ten of Cups is like, that's where the Fool is hopping to land, you know? Like, that's the ultimate destination. It's like, you took that leap, you trusted the universe, and now you're finally arriving at this place of like, complete and utter joy and fulfillment. It's like, the Fool is looking up at that rainbow in the Ten of Cups and being like, yes, it was all worth it. All the risks, all the challenges, all the uncertainty. It all led me here. But it's not just about the destination, right? It's about the journey too. The Fool had to go through all those experiences, all those lessons to get to this place of happiness. And that's what makes it so meaningful, you know? It's not just handed to you on a silver platter. You have to earn it. You have to work for it. But the Ten of Cups is showing you that it is possible, that you can find that kind of joy and fulfillment in your life if you're willing to take that leap of faith and trust the universe. And then, the Ace of Pentacles, all that potential for abundance, right? The Ten of Cups is like, that's what that abundance is for. It's not just about money or material possessions. It's about creating a life that's filled with love, joy, and connection. It's about using your resources to build a home, a family, and a community that supports and nourishes you. It's about sharing your blessings with others and creating a ripple effect of positivity and happiness. The Ace of Pentacles is the seed, but the Ten of Cups is the harvest. It's like you planted that seed, you nurtured it, and now you're reaping the rewards of your hard work. You're surrounded by love, you're surrounded by joy, and you're surrounded by people who care about you. And it's not just about receiving, it's about giving back too. The Ten of Cups is about creating a cycle of abundance where you're constantly giving and receiving love and support. It's about creating a world where everyone has enough and everyone feels connected and valued. And the Ace of Swords, all that mental clarity and sharp focus. The Ten of Cups is like, that's what that clarity is for, too. It's about using your mind to create a positive and harmonious reality for yourself and those around you. It's about choosing to focus on the good things in life, to appreciate the blessings you have, and to cultivate a sense of gratitude. The Ace of Swords is about cutting through the negativity and seeing things as they really are. But the Ten of Cups is about creating a new reality, a reality that's filled with love, joy, and connection. It's about using your thoughts, your words, and your actions to create a world that you want to live in. It's about manifesting your dreams and bringing them into reality. The Ten of Cups is like, you've used that Ace of Swords to cut away all the negativity, all the limiting beliefs, and now you're free to create a life that's truly aligned with your soul's purpose. And it's not just about thinking positive thoughts, it's about taking action too. It's about using your clarity to make choices that support your happiness and well-being, and the happiness and well-being of those around you. And the Wheel of Fortune, with all those ups and downs, right? The Ten of Cups is like, even when the wheel is spinning, even when things are chaotic and unpredictable, you can still find moments of joy and connection. It's about appreciating the good times and knowing that they won't last forever, but also knowing that the bad times won't last forever either. It's about finding that sense of inner peace and contentment that's not dependent on external circumstances. The Wheel of Fortune is a reminder that life is constantly changing, but the Ten of Cups is a reminder that you can always find a place of stability and happiness within yourself and within your relationships. It's about creating a safe haven, a sanctuary where you can retreat to when the world feels overwhelming. And it's not about ignoring the challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about facing them with love, compassion, and resilience. It's about supporting each other through the tough times and celebrating the good times together. And the Chariot, all that willpower and determination, right? The Ten of Cups is like, that's what all that effort is for. It's about using your strength and your focus to create a life that's filled with love, joy, and connection. It's about overcoming obstacles and achieving your goals, not just for yourself, but for the benefit of your loved ones, too. The Chariot is about taking control of your destiny, but the Ten of Cups is about using that control to create a world that's better for everyone. It's about leading with love, compassion, and integrity. The Ten of Cups is like, you've used that Chariot energy to steer your life in the right direction, and now you're finally arriving at this place of complete and utter happiness and harmony. It's not just about achieving personal success, it's about creating a legacy of love and kindness that will inspire others for generations to come. And it's about recognizing that true strength comes from vulnerability, from being willing to open your heart and connect with others on a deep and meaningful level. And even the Devil, right? That card of restrictions and limitations. The Ten of Cups is that's what you're breaking free from. It's about recognizing those toxic patterns and those limiting beliefs that are holding you back from experiencing true joy and connection, and consciously choosing to create a new reality for yourself. The Devil is about feeling trapped, but the Ten of Cups is about feeling free. It's about breaking those chains and stepping into your power, knowing that you deserve to be happy and that you're worthy of love. The Ten of Cups is you've confronted your shadows, you've acknowledged your limitations, and now you're ready to embrace your light and shine it brightly for the world to see. It's not about pretending that you don't have flaws or imperfections. It's about accepting yourself fully and loving yourself unconditionally. And it's about recognizing that everyone has their own struggles and their own demons, and offering them compassion and support on their journey. It's about creating a world where everyone feels safe, loved, and accepted, just as they are. So, what does this all mean in terms of your soul mission? Oh my gosh. Well, I think it means that your soul mission is all about creating a world that's filled with love, joy, and connection. It's about using your gifts and your talents to inspire others to live their best lives and to create a more harmonious and compassionate world for everyone. It's about being a beacon of hope, a source of inspiration, and a catalyst for positive change. It's about creating a ripple effect of love and kindness that will spread throughout the world. Your soul mission is not about achieving personal fame or fortune. It's about making a difference in the lives of others and leaving the world a better place than you found it. And it's about recognizing that you're not alone on this journey. You're surrounded by a community of like-minded souls who are all working towards the same goal. It's about connecting with those people, supporting each other, and collaborating to create something truly amazing. This smoky quartz tower is like helping you ground this vision, this dream, into reality. It's protecting you from negativity, helping you stay focused on your goals, and reminding you of your own inner strength. It's like this crystal is your anchor, connecting you to the earth and grounding your dreams. It's a reminder that you are safe, you are supported, and you are ready to fly, to bring this Ten of Cups vision to life. I am so excited to see what happens next, seriously. Like, how are you going to use this energy? What's the next step on your journey? Okay, so let's really break down this Ten of Cups, right? I mean, what does it really mean for you, especially after everything we've seen? First off, I just want to say you've come so far. Seriously, looking back at the Fool, taking that first, totally blind leap of faith, and now seeing you potentially arriving at this Ten of Cups. It's incredible. It just proves that even when you don't know where you're going, even when you're scared out of your mind, if you trust the universe and follow your heart, you can end up in the most amazing place imaginable. The Ten of Cups is like the universe saying, you did it, you made it. All that hard work, all that courage, it paid off. But remember, it's not just about reaching this destination, right? It's about everything you learned and experienced along the way. All those challenges, all those setbacks, they made you stronger, they made you wiser, and they made you more grateful for the good things in your life, and they helped you grow, seriously. You're ready now. And then there's the Ace of Pentacles, that little seed of potential, right? The Ten of Cups is like, that seed has blossomed into a whole garden of abundance. It's not just about money, it's about having an abundance of love, joy, health, happiness. Everything you could ever want. And it's about sharing that abundance with others, creating a world where everyone has enough, where everyone feels safe and loved, where everyone can thrive. The Ten of Cups is like, you took that little seed of opportunity and you nurtured it, you watered it, you gave it sunlight, and now it's grown into something truly beautiful and amazing. Now you are creating abundance for other people. And the Ace of Swords, that crystal clear vision, the Ten of Cups is like, you use that clarity to create a life that's totally aligned with your soul's purpose. You cut through all the BS, all the negativity, all the limiting beliefs, and you created a reality that's filled with love, joy, and connection. The Ace of Swords gave you the power to see things as they really are, and the Ten of Cups gave you the power to create a new reality, a reality that's even better than you ever imagined. It's so powerful. And then, the Wheel of Fortune, right? All those crazy ups and downs. The Ten of Cups is like, even when the wheel is spinning like crazy, even when life throws you curveballs, you can still find that inner peace and happiness. You can still create a life that's filled with love and connection, no matter what's going on around you. The Wheel of Fortune is a reminder that life is always changing, but the Ten of Cups is a reminder that you can always find that sense of stability and joy within yourself, within your relationships, within your community. And that smoky quartz will keep you grounded through it all, you know? No matter how fast that wheel spins, you'll stay centered and strong. And the Chariot, right? All that willpower and determination. The Ten of Cups is like, you use that energy to steer your life in the right direction, to overcome all those obstacles, to create a life that's truly meaningful and fulfilling. The Chariot gave you the power to take control of your destiny, and the Ten of Cups shows you that you used that power wisely to create a world that's better for everyone. It wasn't just about personal success, it was about using your strength and your focus to create a life that's filled with love, joy, and connection for yourself and for everyone around you. And even the devil. Seriously. After all that talk about restrictions and limitations, the Ten of Cups is like, you broke free. You overcame those challenges, you released those toxic patterns, and you created a life that's truly free and authentic. The devil was about feeling trapped, but the Ten of Cups is about feeling liberated. It's about knowing that you're worthy of love, that you deserve to be happy, and that you have the power to create the life you've always dreamed of. So, what does this really mean for your soul mission? Well, I think it's pretty clear, right? Your soul mission is all about spreading love and joy and creating a more connected and compassionate world. It's about using your gifts and your talents to inspire others, to uplift others, and to make a positive impact on the world, seriously. It's about creating a ripple effect of kindness that will spread far and wide, touching the lives of countless people. It's about being a beacon of hope, a source of inspiration, and a catalyst for positive change. And it's not just about grand gestures or big accomplishments, it's about the little things, too. It's about smiling at a stranger, offering a helping hand, listening with an open heart, and showing kindness to everyone you meet. It's about being present in the moment and appreciating the beauty and the wonder of the world around you. It's about finding joy in the simple things and sharing that joy with others. You radiate joy, I feel it. Okay, so how do you actually do this? How do you actually live out this soul mission of spreading love and joy? Well, first of all, you have to start with yourself, right? You have to cultivate that inner peace and happiness within yourself so you can radiate it outwards to the world. You have to take care of your own needs, both physical and emotional, so you can be strong and resilient and able to support others. It's like you can't pour from an empty cup, right? You have to fill yourself up first so you have something to give. So make sure you're eating healthy, exercising regularly, getting enough sleep, and spending time in nature. And make sure you're also nurturing your emotional well-being by practicing self-compassion, setting healthy boundaries, and surrounding yourself with people who love and support you. And don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it, seriously. It's a sign of strength, not weakness. Second, you have to connect with others, right? You have to build meaningful relationships with the people around you so you can create a sense of community and belonging. You have to be present, be vulnerable, and be willing to share your own experiences and your own struggles. It's about creating a safe space where people can be themselves without judgment or fear. So make an effort to connect with your friends and family on a regular basis, even if it's just a quick phone call or a text message. Join a club or a group that shares your interests. Volunteer your time to a cause you care about. And be open to meeting new people and forming new friendships. You never know where you'll find your tribe. Third, you have to use your gifts and your talents, right? You have to find ways to express your creativity and to share your unique perspective with the world. You have to find what you're passionate about and pursue it with all your heart. It's about finding that thing that makes you come alive and using it to make a positive impact on the world, seriously. So, if you're a writer, write. If you're an artist, create art. If you're a musician, make music. If you're a teacher, teach. Whatever your gifts and talents are, find a way to use them to make the world a better place, seriously. And fourth, you have to be the change you want to see in the world, right? You have to live your values, walk your talk, and be a role model for others. You have to lead by example, showing people that it's possible to live a life that's filled with love, joy, and connection. It's about being authentic, being honest, and being true to yourself, even when it's hard. So, if you want to see more kindness in the world, be kind. If you want to see more compassion in the world, be compassionate. If you want to see more love in the world, be loving. It's about being the embodiment of the qualities you want to see in the world, seriously. And remember that smoky quartz, right? It's like your secret weapon in all of this. It's there to ground you, to protect you, and to help you stay focused on your goals. It's a reminder that you're not alone on this journey and that you have everything you need to succeed. So hold that smoky quartz close, breathe in its energy, and know that you are loved, you are supported, and you are ready to create a life that's filled with love, joy, and connection, not just for yourself, but for the entire world. I am so excited to see what you do next, seriously. I know you're going to do amazing things. Just trust yourself, trust the universe, and never give up on your dreams. You've got this, and I'm here, cheering you on every step of the way. Hey there, if you picked the hematite point, welcome. This crystal is all about harmonizing, so think about that as we dive in. This reading is themed around finding your magnetic north, aligning your inner compass to your true direction, like soul mission style. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say, because oh my gosh, this is gonna be good. So first up, we have the Emperor. Oh, the Emperor. He is all about structure, authority, control, right? Like, think of him as the ultimate dad energy. And when I see this card in the context of a soul mission, it's like, okay, your soul mission might involve taking charge, building something solid, being a leader. But, and this is a big but, it's not just about bossing people around, okay? It's about creating a stable foundation, a framework for yourself and maybe even for others to thrive. Maybe your soul mission involves building a business, or leading a community, or even just creating a really stable and supportive home environment. It's about stepping into your power, not in a forceful way, but in a responsible and authoritative way, you know. Think about what areas of your life you might be shirking responsibility. Where you may be letting other people take the lead when you really need to step up. This card is like a cosmic nudge to own your authority and build something that lasts. But here's the thing, the Emperor can also be a warning. Like, are you being too rigid, too controlling? Is your need for structure stifling your creativity or your relationships? Sometimes, the Emperor can indicate that you're so focused on control that you're missing the bigger picture. So, if this resonates, maybe your soul mission involves learning to loosen the reins a little bit, to trust the process, to allow for a little bit of chaos and spontaneity. Maybe you need to find a balance between structure and freedom, you know? It's all about finding that sweet spot where you're in charge, but not a tyrant. This card is so powerful, like, seriously. Like, picture this, right? Maybe you've always dreamed of starting your own business, but you've been putting it off because you're afraid of the responsibility. The Emperor is showing up to say, hey, you've got this. You have the leadership skills, you have the vision, now you just need to create a plan and take action. Or maybe you're a natural caregiver, but you're so busy taking care of everyone else that you're neglecting your own needs. The Emperor is reminding you that you can't pour from an empty cup. You need to establish healthy boundaries and prioritize your own well-being so you can continue to support others effectively, see? This card is seriously all about balance, I'm telling you. Then we have Justice. Ah, Justice. She's all about fairness, truth, and accountability. This card is like screaming at you to make sure you are being honest with yourself and others. So, when we're talking about your soul mission, Justice is telling me that integrity is key. Like, your path forward needs to be aligned with your values, and you need to be acting in a way that is fair and just, not only to yourself, but to everyone around you. Maybe your soul mission involves fighting for justice in some way, whether it's advocating for marginalized communities, working to protect the environment, or simply standing up for what you believe in. Or maybe it's more personal, like learning to forgive yourself and others, resolving conflicts in a fair and equitable way, and taking responsibility for your actions. It's about creating balance where there is imbalance and ensuring that everyone is treated with dignity and respect. But justice can also be a mirror, reflecting back any areas where you might be out of alignment. Like, are you being honest with yourself about your motivations? Are you taking shortcuts or bending the rules to get ahead? Are you holding yourself and others accountable for their actions? If so, this card is a call to examine your conscience and make amends where necessary. Like, it's not always easy to face our own shortcomings, but it's essential if we want to live a life of purpose and integrity, you know? Think about it this way, right? Maybe you're in a situation where you feel like you've been wronged, like someone has treated you unfairly or taken advantage of you. Justice is showing up to remind you that you have the power to seek redress, to stand up for your rights, and to create a more equitable outcome. But it's also a reminder to approach the situation with fairness and compassion, to see things from the other person's perspective, and to seek a resolution that benefits everyone involved. It's like, okay, I've been wronged, but how can I move forward in a way that is fair and just to everyone? Or maybe you're in a position of power, where you have the ability to make decisions that affect other people's lives. Justice is urging you to use your power wisely, to consider the impact of your decisions on others, and to ensure that everyone is treated fairly and equitably, because, like, karma is a real thing. And then finally, we have the Star. Oh my God, the Star is just so beautiful. It's all about hope, healing, and inspiration. After the intensity of the Emperor and Justice, the Star is like a breath of fresh air. This card is telling you that no matter what challenges you've faced, no matter how dark things may seem, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Your soul mission involves holding on to hope, even when it's hard, and trusting that the universe has a plan for you, even if you can't see it right now. Maybe your soul mission involves bringing healing and inspiration to others, whether it's through your art, your music, your writing, or simply your presence. Or maybe it's more personal, like learning to heal your own wounds, to forgive yourself and others, and to cultivate a sense of inner peace and acceptance. It's about recognizing your own inherent worth and beauty and sharing that light with the world. But the Star can also be a reminder to stay grounded and realistic. Like, it's important to have hope, but it's also important to take practical steps to achieve your goals. Don't get so caught up in wishful thinking that you forget to take action. The Star is a reminder that healing and inspiration often come from within, but they also require effort and commitment. You have to be willing to do the work, to show up for yourself, and to believe in your own potential. Like, picture this, right? Maybe you've been feeling lost and discouraged, like you're not sure what your purpose is or where you're going. The Star is showing up to remind you that you are exactly where you need to be, that you are on the right path, and that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Trust the process, have faith in yourself, and keep moving forward one step at a time. Or maybe you've been through a difficult experience, like a loss, a betrayal, or a major life change. The Star is offering you comfort and healing, reminding you that you are not alone, that you are loved and supported, and that you have the strength to overcome any challenge. It's like, okay, this is hard, but I know I can get through it, and I know that I will come out stronger on the other side. Okay, so let's weave these all together, right? We've got the Emperor, Justice, and the Star. This is all about aligning your inner compass to your true north, your soul mission. So, like, the Emperor is about taking responsibility and creating structure. Justice is about living with integrity and seeking fairness, and the Star is about holding onto hope and bringing healing. It's like your soul mission involves stepping into your power, Emperor, but doing so in a way that is aligned with your values, justice, and that brings hope and healing to yourself and others, the Star. Maybe your soul mission is to build a business that is not only profitable, but also socially responsible, that treats its employees fairly, and that contributes to the greater good. Or maybe it's to lead a community organization that advocates for justice and equality, that empowers marginalized voices, and that creates a more inclusive and equitable society. Or maybe it's simply to live your life with integrity, to stand up for what you believe in, and to be a beacon of hope and inspiration to those around you. It's all about finding the balance between structure and freedom, between action and reflection, and between justice and compassion. This combination is seriously powerful, so whatever you are being called to do, go do it. Okay, so, oh my gosh, here we go. We have the Eight of Swords. Whoa. Okay, so the Eight of Swords, like, this card can be a little intense, right? Like, it's all about feeling trapped, restricted, like you're in a situation where you don't see a way out, you know. Like you're surrounded by swords, but you're also blindfolded, which means, like, you might be the one creating these limitations for yourself. So, like, in the context of your soul mission, this card is, like, asking you, where are you feeling stuck? Where do you feel like you don't have any options? And more importantly, are these limitations real, or are they just in your head? Because sometimes, like, we create these stories for ourselves, these narratives that keep us from moving forward, you know? Okay, so let's connect this to the Emperor, right? So, the Emperor is all about taking charge and creating structure. But like, maybe the Eight of Swords is showing up because you're feeling overwhelmed by the responsibility that comes with that. Like, you know you need to step into your power, but you're afraid of making the wrong decisions, of failing, of letting people down. And so, you end up feeling paralyzed, like you can't move forward because you're too afraid of messing up. Or maybe it's the opposite, right? Maybe you're so focused on control, that Emperor energy, that you're not allowing yourself to be flexible or adaptable. You've created this rigid plan for your life, and you're so afraid of deviating from it that you're missing out on opportunities. The Eight of Swords is like, hey, loosen up a little bit. It's okay to change your plans, it's okay to make mistakes. The most important thing is to keep moving forward. And then we have justice, right? So, justice is all about fairness and integrity. But maybe the Eight of Swords is showing up because you're feeling like you're not being treated fairly, or like you're not living up to your own values. Like, maybe you're in a situation where you feel like you have to compromise your integrity in order to get ahead, and it's making you feel trapped and resentful. Or maybe it's about feeling guilty about something you've done in the past. Like you know you made a mistake and you're having a hard time forgiving yourself. The Eight of Swords is like, hey, everyone makes mistakes. The important thing is to learn from them and move on. Don't let your past hold you hostage. You know? And then, oh my gosh, the Star? The Star is all about hope and healing. But maybe the Eight of Swords is showing up because you're feeling like you've lost your hope, like you don't believe that things can get better. Like, you've been through so much and you're tired of fighting. You just want to give up. But the Star is like, no, don't give up. There is still hope. You are stronger than you think. You have the power to overcome any challenge. The Eight of Swords is like, okay, I know it's hard, but you have to keep going. You have to keep believing in yourself. You have to keep holding on to that hope. So, like, how do we weave all of this together, right? We've got the Emperor, Justice, the Star, and the Eight of Swords. It's like your soul mission involves stepping into your power, Emperor, living with integrity, Justice, and holding on to hope, the Star. But you're also going to face challenges and obstacles along the way, Eight of Swords. There are always challenges, right? Maybe your soul mission is to build a business that is not only profitable, but also socially responsible, like we were saying before. But you're feeling trapped by limiting beliefs about your own abilities or by fear of failure, Eight of Swords. The cards are like, yeah, you can do it. You just need to challenge those beliefs. Or maybe it's to lead a community organization that advocates for justice and equality, but you're feeling overwhelmed by the amount of work that needs to be done or by the resistance you're facing from others, Eight of Swords. It's important to not give up. Or maybe it's simply to live your life with integrity and be a beacon of hope to those around you, but you're struggling with self-doubt and feeling like you're not good enough, Eight of Swords. So many possibilities. The Eight of Swords is reminding you that it's okay to feel scared, it's okay to feel overwhelmed, but you can't let those feelings control you. You have to challenge your limiting beliefs, take small steps forward, and keep holding on to that hope. You know, like picture this, right? Maybe you've always dreamed of writing a book, but you're afraid that no one will read it or that it won't be good enough. The Eight of Swords is showing up to say, hey, those are just thoughts, they're not real. You have a story to tell, and you deserve to share it with the world. Don't let your fear hold you back. Or maybe you're in a relationship where you feel like you're constantly being judged or criticized. The Eight of Swords is reminding you that you have the power to set boundaries and to stand up for yourself. You don't have to stay in a situation where you're feeling trapped and unappreciated. I mean, seriously. The Eight of Swords is a call to action. It's a reminder that you have the power to change your circumstances, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. You just need to challenge your limiting beliefs, take responsibility for your own happiness, and keep moving forward, one step at a time. One step at a time? This card, the Eight of Swords, it's not about being stuck forever. It's about recognizing where you're feeling stuck and then taking steps to break free. It's about finding your own inner strength and resilience and using it to overcome any challenge that comes your way. Seriously. So, what's the key takeaway here? The key takeaway is that your soul mission is not going to be easy. There are going to be times when you feel lost, scared, and overwhelmed. But you have the power to overcome those challenges. You have the power to create a life that is aligned with your values and your soul's purpose. You just need to believe in yourself, keep holding on to that hope, and never give up. Never give up. Okay, so, that was a lot, right? I feel like we really dug deep there. So, what's coming up next? What other insights are waiting for us? I'm so excited to see what the next card reveals. I can't even stand it. Are you ready? Because I am so ready. Okay, here we go. Okay, oh my gosh, are you ready? Because here we go, we have the Ace of Wands. Woo! Okay, so the Ace of Wands, this card is all about new beginnings, right? It's like a burst of energy, a spark of inspiration. It's that feeling of yes, I'm so excited to start this new thing. You know, like it's pure potential, pure possibility. So, in the context of your soul mission, this card is like, okay, get ready because something new is coming your way. Something that's going to ignite your passion and get you fired up. So, let's connect this to the other cards, right? We've got the Emperor, who's all about structure and taking charge. So, maybe the Ace of Wands is showing up to say, okay, you've got the structure in place, you've got the foundation, now it's time to add some spark. It's time to inject some creativity and passion into what you're building. You know, maybe you've been so focused on the practical aspects of your soul mission that you've forgotten to have fun, to let your inner child play. The Ace of Wands is like, hey, loosen up a little bit. It's okay to be spontaneous, it's okay to take risks. The most important thing is to enjoy the journey. Or, maybe the Emperor energy has been a little bit stifling, right? Maybe you've been feeling too rigid, too controlling. The Ace of Wands could be a sign that it's time to break free from those limitations and embrace something new and exciting. Maybe you need to shake things up a little bit, try a different approach, step outside of your comfort zone. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you've been playing it safe for too long. It's time to take a leap of faith and see what happens. And then we have justice, right? So justice is all about fairness and integrity. Maybe the Ace of Wands is showing up to say, okay, you've been living with integrity, you've been striving for fairness, and now you're going to be rewarded with a new opportunity. Something that's going to align with your values and bring you closer to your soul mission. You know. Maybe you've been working hard to make a difference in the world, and now you're going to see the fruits of your labor. The Ace of Wands is like, hey, all that hard work is paying off. Get ready for something amazing to happen. Or, maybe you've been feeling like you're not being treated fairly, right? Maybe you've been struggling with injustice in some way. The Ace of Wands could be a sign that things are about to change. Maybe you're going to find a new opportunity to advocate for justice, to stand up for what you believe in. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you've been fighting the good fight, and now you're going to get the support you need to make a real difference. And then, oh my gosh, the Star. The Star is all about hope and healing. So maybe the Ace of Wands is showing up to say, okay, you've been through a lot, you've faced challenges, but you've never lost hope. And now, you're going to be rewarded with a new burst of inspiration, something that's going to reignite your passion and remind you of your purpose. You know. Maybe you've been feeling lost or discouraged, but the Ace of Wands is a sign that you're on the right path. It's like the universe is saying, hey, don't give up. Keep going, you're about to experience a breakthrough. Or, maybe you've been feeling disconnected from your creativity, right? Maybe you've been struggling to find inspiration. The Ace of Wands could be a sign that your creative well is about to be replenished. Maybe you're going to have a sudden burst of ideas, a new vision for your life. It's like the universe is saying, okay, get ready to create. Get ready to express yourself. Get ready to share your gifts with the world. And then, of course, we have the Eight of Swords, right? The card about feeling trapped and limited. So, how does the Ace of Wands interact with that? Well, maybe the Ace of Wands is the key to breaking free from those limitations. Maybe it's the spark of inspiration that you need to see a way out of your self-imposed prison. You know. Maybe you've been feeling like you don't have any options, but the Ace of Wands is showing you that there are always possibilities. It's like the universe is saying, hey, open your eyes. There's a whole world of opportunities out there waiting for you. You just need to take the first step. Or, maybe the Eight of Swords is a warning about rushing into things too quickly, right? Maybe you're so eager to embrace this new opportunity that you're not paying attention to the potential pitfalls. The Ace of Wands could be a reminder to be mindful, to be cautious, to not let your excitement cloud your judgment. It's like the universe is saying, okay, this is exciting, but don't get carried away. Take your time, do your research, and make sure you're making the right decision. So, how do we weave all of this together, right? We've got the Emperor, Justice, the Star, the Eight of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. It's like your soul mission involves stepping into your power, Emperor, living with integrity, Justice, holding on to hope, the Star, overcoming limitations, Eight of Swords, and embracing new opportunities, Ace of Wands. Phew, that's a lot. Maybe your soul mission is to build a business that is not only profitable, but also socially responsible, like we've been saying, but you've been feeling trapped by limiting beliefs and fear of failure. Eight of Swords. The Ace of Wands is showing up to say, okay, it's time to break free from those fears and take a leap of faith. You have the power to create something amazing. Or maybe it's to lead a community organization that advocates for justice and equality, but you've been feeling overwhelmed by the amount of work and the resistance you're facing. Eight of Swords. The Ace of Wands is a reminder that you're not alone, and that there are new opportunities to connect with like-minded people and to make a bigger impact. It's like, okay, don't give up. Keep fighting. You're about to find new allies and new resources to help you achieve your goals. Or maybe it's simply to live your life with integrity and be a beacon of hope to those around you, but you've been struggling with self-doubt and feeling like you're not good enough. Eight of Swords. The Ace of Wands is showing up to say, okay, it's time to embrace your unique gifts and talents. You have something special to offer the world, and it's time to share it. Like, picture this, right? Maybe you've always dreamed of starting a blog or a podcast, but you're afraid that no one will listen or that you won't have anything interesting to say. The Ace of Wands is showing up to say, hey, those are just thoughts. They're not real. You have a voice, and you deserve to be heard. Don't let your fear hold you back. Or maybe you're in a job where you feel unfulfilled and underappreciated. The Ace of Wands is reminding you that you have the power to change your circumstances. You can start looking for a new job, you can pursue a passion project, you can create your own opportunities. It's like, okay, you don't have to stay stuck in this situation. You have the power to create a life that is aligned with your soul's purpose. The Ace of Wands is all about taking inspired action. It's about following your passion, embracing new opportunities, and believing in yourself. It's about knowing that you have the power to create the life you've always dreamed of. But it's also about being mindful, being cautious, and not letting your excitement cloud your judgment. It's a balancing act, right? So, what's the key takeaway here? The key takeaway is that your soul mission is about to get a whole lot more exciting. The Ace of Wands is bringing new energy, new opportunities, and new possibilities into your life. It's time to embrace the unknown, to take risks, and to follow your heart. But it's also important to stay grounded, to be realistic, and to not let your excitement cloud your judgment. You can do this. Okay, so, that was intense. I feel like we just unlocked a whole new level of understanding here. So, what's coming up next? What final piece of the puzzle are we about to uncover? I'm seriously on the edge of my seat. Are you ready for this? Because I think it's going to be mind-blowing. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, okay, are you ready for this? Because we have the High Priestess. Whoa, okay, seriously, this is so good. So the High Priestess, she's all about intuition, mystery, the subconscious, right? She's the keeper of secrets, the one who knows what's hidden beneath the surface. And remember, we started with the hematite point, all about harmonizing. The High Priestess is the ultimate harmonizer of your inner self. So, in the context of your soul mission, this card is screaming at you to trust your gut, to listen to your intuition, because your soul already knows the way. Okay, so let's connect this to the Emperor first, right? Because that's where we started. So, the Emperor, he's all about structure and authority, like we said. But the High Priestess is the yin to his yang, she's the feminine energy that balances out his masculine energy. So, maybe your soul mission isn't just about building something solid and tangible, but it's also about tapping into your intuition and allowing your inner wisdom to guide your decisions. It's about finding that balance between taking charge and surrendering to the flow, The Emperor might want to control everything, but the High Priestess is hey, sometimes you just need to trust the process and let things unfold naturally. Seriously. Or maybe you've been relying too much on logic and reason, and you've been ignoring your intuition. The High Priestess could be a sign that it's time to reconnect with your inner voice, to start paying attention to those subtle nudges and feelings that you've been dismissing. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you've been using your head for too long. It's time to start using your heart. Remember the dad energy of the Emperor. Well, the High Priestess is the ultimate mom energy. And then we have Justice, right? So justice is all about fairness and integrity. But the High Priestess is like, she knows the truth that lies beneath the surface. She sees beyond the black and white, the right and wrong. So maybe your soul mission involves not just seeking justice in the external world, but also understanding the deeper truths that are at play. It's about having compassion for yourself and others, even when things seem unfair, and trusting that everything is happening for a reason. You know. Like the High Priestess reminds us that justice isn't always about punishment, it's about healing and restoration. Or like, maybe you've been struggling with a moral dilemma and you're not sure what the right thing to do is. The High Priestess could be a sign that the answer lies within you. It's about trusting your own inner compass, your own sense of what's right and wrong, even if it goes against what everyone else is saying. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you know what to do, trust yourself. Seriously. And then, oh my gosh, the star is all about hope and healing, like we said. But the High Priestess is like, she's the one who connects us to that higher source of hope and healing. She's the bridge between the conscious and the subconscious, the seen and the unseen. So, maybe your soul mission involves not just holding on to hope, but also tapping into that deeper spiritual connection that can guide you on your path. It's about trusting that the universe has a plan for you, even when you can't see it, and knowing that you're always being guided and supported. You know, like, the High Priestess reminds us that we're all connected to something bigger than ourselves, and that we can always access that source of wisdom and guidance. Or, like, maybe you've been feeling disconnected from your spirituality, right? Maybe you've been struggling to find meaning and purpose in your life. The High Priestess could be a sign that it's time to reconnect with your intuition, to start listening to your dreams, to meditate, to spend time in nature, to do whatever it is that helps you feel connected to the divine. It's like the universe is saying, okay, it's time to go within and find your own truth. This is so exciting. And then, of course, we have the Eight of Swords, the card about feeling trapped and limited. But the High Priestess is like, she holds the key to unlocking those limitations. She sees the truth that you're blindfolded to. She knows that the only thing that's keeping you trapped is your own mind. So maybe your soul mission involves breaking free from those limiting beliefs, challenging those negative thoughts, and realizing that you have the power to create your own reality. You know, like, the High Priestess reminds us that we're not victims of our circumstances, we're creators of our own destiny. Or, like, maybe you've been feeling like you don't have any options, right? Maybe you've been feeling like you're stuck in a situation that you can't escape. The High Priestess is showing up to say, hey, that's not true, you always have options. You just need to tap into your intuition and see them. It's like the universe is saying, okay, open your mind, there are possibilities all around you. You just need to be willing to see them. Seriously. And then we have the Ace of Wands, that spark of new beginnings. The High Priestess is like, the fertile ground where that spark can grow. She's the intuition that guides you toward the right path, the inner knowing that helps you make the right choices. So maybe your soul mission involves taking that new opportunity, that new idea, and nurturing it with your intuition, with your inner wisdom. It's about trusting that you have what it takes to bring this new thing into the world, and allowing the High Priestess to guide you every step of the way. Or, like, maybe you're feeling overwhelmed by all the possibilities, right? Maybe you're not sure which path to choose. The High Priestess is showing up to say, hey, don't worry, you don't have to figure it all out right now. Just trust your intuition and take things one step at a time. It's like the universe is saying, okay, relax, you're on the right path, just keep listening to your inner voice and you'll get there. This is just so amazing. So, like, how do we weave all of this together, right? We've got the Emperor, Justice, the Star, the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and now the High Priestess. Oh my gosh, it's like your soul mission involves stepping into your power, Emperor, living with integrity, Justice, holding on to hope, the Star, overcoming limitations, Eight of Swords, embracing new opportunities, Ace of Wands, and trusting your intuition, the High Priestess. Seriously, that's huge. Maybe your soul mission is to build a business that is not only profitable, but also socially responsible, like we've been saying, but you've been feeling trapped by limiting beliefs and fear of failure, Eight of Swords. The Ace of Wands is showing up to say, okay, it's time to break free from those fears and take a leap of faith. And the High Priestess is like, trust your gut. You know what to do. Or maybe it's to lead a community organization that advocates for justice and equality, but you've been feeling overwhelmed by the amount of work and the resistance you're facing, Eight of Swords. The Ace of Wands is a reminder that you're not alone, and that there are new opportunities to connect with like-minded people. And the High Priestess is like, listen to your intuition. It will guide you to the right people and the right resources. You know, or maybe it's simply to live your life with integrity and be a beacon of hope to those around you, but you've been struggling with self-doubt and feeling like you're not good enough, Eight of Swords. The Ace of Wands is showing up to say, okay, it's time to embrace your unique gifts and talents. And the High Priestess is like, believe in yourself. You have something special to offer the world. Like, picture this, right? Maybe you've always dreamed of being a healer, but you're afraid that you're not qualified or that you don't have the skills. The High Priestess is showing up to say, hey, you already have everything you need. You have intuition, you have compassion, you have the ability to connect with others on a deep level. Trust yourself and start sharing your gifts with the world. Or maybe you're in a relationship where you're feeling lost and confused. The High Priestess is reminding you to go within, to listen to your inner voice, to trust your intuition about what's right for you. She's saying, you know the truth, even if you're afraid to admit it. Trust yourself and make the choices that are aligned with your soul's purpose. The High Priestess is all about trusting the unknown, about embracing the mystery, about connecting with your inner wisdom. She's a reminder that you don't have to have all the answers right now. You just need to trust that you're being guided, that you're on the right path, and that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Seriously. So, what's the key takeaway here? The key takeaway is that your intuition is your superpower. It's your guide, your compass, your connection to the divine. Trust it, listen to it, and let it lead you on your soul mission. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. I'm so excited for you. So, what's the final piece of the puzzle? What's the ultimate truth that we're about to uncover? I can't even stand the suspense. Are you ready? Because I am so ready. Okay, here we go. Okay, oh my gosh, are you ready for this? Because we have the Four of Wands. Whoa, okay, seriously, this is so good. Okay, so the Four of Wands, it's all about celebration, harmony, and feeling secure, right? Think of it as a wedding or a graduation or any kind of milestone where you're just feeling super happy and grateful for what you've achieved. You know. It's that feeling of coming home, of being surrounded by loved ones, and knowing that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. So, in the context of your soul mission, this card is screaming at you to celebrate your progress, to acknowledge how far you've come, and to appreciate the blessings in your life, you know? To take a breath and say, wow, look at what I've created. Okay, so let's connect this to the Emperor first, right? Because that's where we started. So, the Emperor, he's all about structure and authority, like we said. But the Four of Wands is the celebration of that structure, the joy of seeing your plans come to fruition. So, maybe your soul mission involves not just building something solid and lasting, but also taking the time to appreciate the fruits of your labor, to celebrate your accomplishments, and to share your success with others. It's about finding that balance between hard work and enjoyment, you know. The Emperor might be all about the grind, but the Four of Wands is hey, don't forget to have some fun along the way. Seriously. Or maybe you've been so focused on achieving your goals that you've forgotten to enjoy the journey. The Four of Wands could be a sign that it's time to take a break, to relax, to spend time with loved ones, and to simply appreciate the good things in your life. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you've been working hard. Now it's time to celebrate. You know, to really relish those feelings of accomplishment and joy. And then we have justice, right? So, justice is all about fairness and integrity. But the Four of Wands is the celebration of justice being served, the joy of seeing fairness prevail. So, maybe your soul mission involves not just fighting for what's right, but also celebrating the victories along the way, acknowledging the progress you've made, and inspiring others to join your cause. It's about creating a sense of community and shared purpose, you know? Justice might be all about the struggle, but the Four of Wands is hey, don't forget to celebrate the wins. Seriously. Or like, maybe you've been feeling discouraged by the injustices in the world, right? Maybe you've been feeling like your efforts aren't making a difference. The Four of Wands could be a sign that you're actually having a bigger impact than you realize, and that it's time to celebrate your contributions. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you're making a difference. Keep going and don't forget to celebrate your progress. And then, oh my gosh, the star. The star is all about hope and healing, like we said. But the Four of Wands is like the celebration of that hope, the joy of seeing healing manifest in your life and in the world. So, maybe your soul mission involves not just holding onto hope, but also sharing that hope with others, creating a sense of community and connection, and inspiring others to believe in a brighter future. It's about creating a space where people feel safe, supported, and loved, you know? Like the star might be all about the individual journey, but the Four of Wands is like, hey, let's celebrate together. Seriously. Or like maybe you've been through a lot of challenges and setbacks, right? Maybe you've been feeling like you're losing hope. The Four of Wands could be a sign that things are about to turn around, that you're about to experience a breakthrough, and that it's time to celebrate your resilience and your strength. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you've been through a lot, but you're still here. You're amazing, and it's time to celebrate yourself. You know, this is seriously powerful, like I'm getting chills. And then, of course, we have the Eight of Swords, the card about feeling trapped and limited. But the Four of Wands is like the celebration of breaking free from those limitations, the joy of realizing your own power and potential. So, maybe your soul mission involves not just overcoming your fears and insecurities, but also inspiring others to do the same, creating a community of support and encouragement, and celebrating each other's successes. It's about creating a space where people feel empowered to be their authentic selves, you know. Like the Eight of Swords might be all about the struggle, but the Four of Wands is like, hey, let's celebrate our freedom. Seriously. Or like, maybe you've been feeling stuck in a rut, right? Maybe you've been feeling like you don't have any options. The Four of Wands could be a sign that you're about to break free from that rut, that you're about to discover new possibilities, and that it's time to celebrate your newfound freedom. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you're not stuck anymore. You're free to create the life you want, and it's time to celebrate. This is really hitting home, like I can feel the energy. And then we have the Ace of Wands, that spark of new beginnings. The Four of Wands is like the celebration of that new beginning, the joy of seeing your ideas take shape and your dreams come true. So, maybe your soul mission involves not just embracing new opportunities, but also sharing your excitement and enthusiasm with others, creating a sense of community and collaboration, and inspiring others to pursue their own passions. It's about creating a space where people feel supported and encouraged to take risks, and to follow their hearts, you know. Like the Ace of Wands might be all about the individual spark, but the Four of Wands is like, hey, let's celebrate this together. Seriously. Or like, maybe you've been feeling hesitant to pursue a new dream, right? Maybe you've been feeling like you're not good enough or that you're going to fail. The Four of Wands could be a sign that it's time to let go of those fears and to embrace your potential, to celebrate your unique gifts and talents, and to believe in yourself. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you've got this. You're amazing, and it's time to celebrate your potential. You know, I love this card. And finally, we have the High Priestess, that deep connection to intuition. The Four of Wands here is almost like trusting your gut led you to this amazing place of celebration and joy. It's a wonderful harmony of trusting yourself and celebrating where it has brought you. So, like, how do we weave all of this together, right? We've got the Emperor, Justice, the Star, the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Four of Wands. Oh my gosh. It's like your soul mission involves stepping into your power, Emperor, living with integrity, Justice, holding on to hope, the Star, overcoming limitations, Eight of Swords, embracing new opportunities, Ace of Wands, and celebrating your success, Four of Wands. Seriously, that's huge. The message is about taking a moment to appreciate the milestones you've hit, the obstacles you've overcome, and the beauty you've cultivated in your life and in the world around you. So what's the key takeaway here? The key takeaway is that your soul mission is not just about hard work and dedication. It's also about joy, celebration, and gratitude. Take time to appreciate the blessings in your life, to celebrate your accomplishments, and to share your success with others. When you do, you'll not only feel happier and more fulfilled, but you'll also inspire others to pursue their own dreams and to create a more joyful world. This is about harmonizing effort and joy. It is about balancing working hard with celebrating the wins and enjoying the people around you seriously. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. I'm so excited for you. But I feel like there's still more to uncover, you know? Like, what's the final piece of the puzzle? What's the ultimate truth that we're about to uncover? I can't even stand the suspense. Are you ready? Because I am so ready. Okay, here we go. What's next? Okay, oh my gosh, are you ready for this? Because we have strength. Whoa, like seriously, this is so good. Okay, so strength, like it's all about inner power, courage, compassion, resilience, right? Like, it's not about brute force, it's about gentle strength, like taming the wild beast within, you know. It's about finding that inner reserve of power that allows you to face any challenge with grace and confidence, like the harmonizing effect of that hematite point we started with. So, in the context of your soul mission, this card is like screaming at you to tap into your inner strength, to believe in yourself, and to know that you have everything you need to fulfill your purpose. Seriously. Okay, so let's connect this to the Emperor first, right? Because that's where we started this crazy ride. So, the Emperor, he's all about structure and authority, like we've said a million times now. But strength is like the heart of the Emperor, the compassion that tempers his power. So maybe your soul mission involves not just building something solid and lasting, but also leading with kindness, compassion, and understanding. It's about using your authority to empower others, not to control them, finding that balance. You know, like the Emperor might be tempted to be a dictator, but strength is like, hey, remember to lead with love. Seriously. Or like, maybe you've been feeling overwhelmed by the responsibility of leadership. Strength could be a sign that you have the inner resources you need to handle anything that comes your way. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you've got this. You're stronger than you think. I really believe that. And then we have justice, right? So, justice is all about fairness and integrity. But strength is like the courage to stand up for what's right, even when it's hard. So, maybe your soul mission involves not just seeking justice in the world, but also embodying justice in your own life, treating yourself and others with fairness, compassion, and respect. Like living it, you know. It's about having the strength to forgive, to let go of grudges, and to create a more just and equitable world, starting with yourself. You know, like justice might be all about the rules, but strength is like, hey, remember to be kind. Seriously. Or like maybe you've been feeling discouraged by the injustices you see in the world. Strength could be a sign that you have the power to make a difference, to be a force for good, and to inspire others to do the same. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you can't solve all the world's problems, but you can make a positive impact, one step at a time. That is so true. And then, oh my gosh, the star. The star is all about hope and healing, like we've been saying since the beginning. But strength is like the inner resilience that allows you to hold on to hope, even in the darkest of times. So, maybe your soul mission involves not just offering hope to others, but also cultivating hope within yourself, nurturing your own inner light, and trusting that everything is unfolding as it should. Seriously, it's about having the strength to believe in yourself, even when you're facing challenges, and to know that you're always being guided and supported. You know, the star might be all about the dream, but strength is like, hey, remember to believe in yourself. Seriously. Or like maybe you've been through a lot of pain and suffering. Strength could be a sign that you have the power to heal, to transform your wounds into wisdom, and to use your experiences to help others. I just really feel that. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you've been through a lot, but you're still here. You're a survivor, and you have the power to inspire others with your story. And then, of course, we have the Eight of Swords, the card about feeling trapped and limited, right? But strength is like the key to unlocking those limitations, the inner power that allows you to break free from your self-imposed prison. So maybe your soul mission involves not just overcoming your own fears and insecurities, but also helping others to do the same, empowering them to break free from their limiting beliefs and to create a life of freedom and joy. It's about creating a space where people feel safe, supported, and encouraged to be their authentic selves, just so they can live out their wildest dreams. You know. Like the Eight of Swords might be all about the struggle, but Strength is like, hey, remember you're not trapped. Seriously, it's such a good reminder. Or like maybe you've been feeling stuck in a rut, right? Maybe you've been feeling like you don't have any options. Strength could be a sign that you have the power to change your circumstances, to create new opportunities, and to live a life that is aligned with your soul's purpose. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you're not stuck. You have the power to create a life that is aligned with your soul's purpose. And then we have the Ace of Wands, that spark of new beginnings. Strength here is almost like the fuel that keeps that spark alive and burning bright. So maybe your soul mission involves nurturing that new idea, that new project, whatever it is, with courage, resilience, and determination. Because you have to keep going even when you face obstacles, and to inspire others to join you in your mission. It's about creating a movement, a force for good that will transform the world. You know, like the Ace of Wands is the spark, but Strength is like, hey, let's make it a wildfire. Seriously. Or like maybe you've been feeling hesitant to pursue a new dream, right? Maybe you've been feeling like you're not good enough or that you're going to fail. Strength could be a sign that it's time to let go of those fears and to embrace your potential, to celebrate your unique gifts and talents, and to believe in yourself. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you've got this. You're amazing, and you have the power to create something extraordinary. And then finally, we have the High Priestess, that deep connection to intuition. Strength in this context is like trusting your gut and moving forward with courage. It's the confidence in your inner knowing, even when the path ahead is unclear. Your intuition has brought you this far. That intuitive hit is almost like your superpower. So, like, how do we weave all of this together, right? We've got the Emperor, Justice, the Star, the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and Strength. Oh my gosh. Like this is SOOO good. Okay, it's like your soul mission involves stepping into your power, living with integrity, holding on to hope, overcoming limitations, embracing new opportunities, trusting your intuition, and leading with courage and compassion. Seriously, like all of that. And it's all connected. Maybe your soul mission is to build a business that is not only profitable, but also socially responsible, leading with compassion and fairness. To run a company that also feels like a community. Or maybe it's to lead a community organization that advocates for justice and equality, empowering others to find their voice and to stand up for what's right. Showing real strength by leading and lifting others. Or maybe it's simply to live your life with authenticity and joy, inspiring others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of positivity and love in the world. You'll be surprised how that one little thing, being yourself, can transform the world. It's about harmonizing your inner world with the outer world, living in alignment with your values, and making a positive impact on the lives of others. Like, picture this, right? Maybe you've always dreamed of being an artist, but you've been afraid to pursue your passion because you didn't think you were good enough. But Strength is showing up to tell you that you are good enough, that you have a unique voice, and that the world needs to hear it. So you find the strength to start painting, to start writing, to start creating, and to share your art with the world. That could be so powerful. Or maybe you're in a relationship where you're feeling unfulfilled and unhappy. Strength is reminding you that you have the power to change your circumstances, to set boundaries, and to create a relationship that is based on love, respect, and equality. I love that so much. And so you find the strength to communicate your needs, to ask for what you deserve, and to create a relationship that is truly fulfilling. Those are real examples from real people, you know. So, like, what's the key takeaway here? The key takeaway is that you already have everything you need to fulfill your soul mission. You have the power, the courage, the compassion, and the resilience to overcome any challenge and to create a life of purpose and joy. The real trick is to believe in yourself, to trust your intuition, and to let your inner light shine brightly. Seriously, believe it. Okay, oh my gosh, this has been such an amazing reading. I'm so excited for you and for the amazing things that you're going to create in your life. You are stronger than you think, and I can't wait to see you shine. Go get 'em. Okay, hello there. If you chose this pile, the one with the lapis lazuli palm stone, get ready for some truth. This crystal is all about clarity, and that's exactly what this reading is going to deliver. We're diving deep to uncover some ancient wisdom within you to really understand your soul mission. So let's get right to it, because these cards are already buzzing with energy, like trying to tell me all sorts of secrets about you. The cards we have are the King of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Hanged Man. Like, wow, that's a powerful combination right off the bat. You have this amazing potential for leadership and creativity with the King of Wands, the Six of Wands showing you getting recognized for your efforts, and then, bam, the Hanged Man. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you're doing great, but are you sure this is the right direction? It's about needing to pause, reflect, and see things from a totally new perspective. Okay, so let's break this down a little bit more. First, that King of Wands. This card, to me, is all about your inner fire. It's about your passion, your drive, your ability to inspire others. You're a natural leader, someone who can take charge and make things happen. You have this vision, this creative spark, and you're not afraid to go after it. Think of it like you're the one who gets everyone excited about a project, the one who rallies the troops and gets them motivated. You have that energy, that charisma. But it's not just about bossing people around, it's about genuinely inspiring them, leading by example, you know? It's about being authentic and passionate about what you do, and that energy naturally draws people to you. And with that lapis lazuli there, I feel like it's highlighting the wisdom behind your leadership. It's not just about being in charge, it's about making wise decisions, acting with integrity, and truly understanding the impact of your actions. It's like you have this inner compass that guides you, helping you to make the right choices, even when things get tough. You're not just leading for the sake of leading. You're leading with purpose, with a deep understanding of what's right and what's wrong. Now, the Six of Wands. This is all about recognition, achievement, and public praise. It's like you've been working hard, you've been putting in the effort, and now you're finally getting the acknowledgement you deserve. People are seeing your talent, your hard work, and they're celebrating your success. This could be a promotion at work, an award for your achievements, or simply the appreciation of your friends and family. It's like you're finally getting the validation that you've been craving, the feeling that all your hard work has been worth it. But it's not just about the external praise, you know. It's also about your own internal sense of accomplishment. It's about feeling proud of yourself, knowing that you've achieved something significant. It's about recognizing your own strengths and celebrating your own successes, even if no one else does. I feel like, for some of you, this might be a reminder to give yourself credit for all that you've accomplished. Don't just brush it off as luck or coincidence. Acknowledge your own hard work and celebrate your wins. Now, here's where things get interesting. The Hanged Man. This card is like the plot twist of the reading. It's not necessarily a bad card, but it definitely signals a need for a change in perspective. It's about surrendering to the present moment, letting go of control, and seeing things from a totally new angle. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you've been doing things this way for a long time, but maybe it's time to try something different. It's about pausing, reflecting, and questioning your current path. The Hanged Man often represents a period of waiting, of being in limbo. It's like you're suspended in time, unable to move forward until you gain a new understanding. This can be frustrating, especially when you're used to being in control and making things happen. But it's important to remember that this pause is necessary. It's a time for introspection, for looking inward and figuring out what truly matters to you. It's a time to release old patterns, beliefs, and behaviors that are no longer serving you. So, how do these three cards connect? Well, I see it as a journey. You start with the King of Wands, full of passion and drive, ready to conquer the world. You achieve success and recognition with the Six of Wands, feeling validated and appreciated. But then, the Hanged Man comes along and throws a wrench in the works. It's like you've been climbing this ladder, achieving all these goals, but suddenly you realize that the ladder might be leaning against the wrong wall. Maybe the success you've been chasing isn't truly aligned with your soul mission. Maybe the path you've been on is not the path you're meant to be on. The Hanged Man is asking you to question everything, to reassess your priorities, and to consider a new direction. It's not about giving up on your dreams, but about making sure that your dreams are truly your dreams, not just what you think you should be doing. For some of you, this might mean making a major career change. Maybe you've been working in a field that doesn't truly fulfill you, and it's time to pursue your passion. For others, it might mean changing your relationship dynamics. Maybe you've been in a relationship that's not serving you, and it's time to let go and create space for something new. Or maybe it's just about changing your perspective on life, learning to appreciate the present moment, and finding joy in the simple things. The lapis lazuli here is key because it's helping you see through the illusions. It's helping you to discern what's real and what's not, what truly matters and what doesn't. It's helping you to connect with your inner wisdom and find the answers you're seeking. Trust your intuition, listen to your inner voice, and don't be afraid to question everything. This is a time for deep transformation, and the lapis lazuli is there to guide you every step of the way. I feel like, with these cards together, there's this underlying message of authenticity. The King of Wands is about being a leader, but are you leading yourself first and foremost? The Six of Wands is about recognition, but are you recognizing your own worth, regardless of what others think? The Hanged Man is about surrender, but are you surrendering to your true self, your true calling? This reading is really pushing you to get honest with yourself, to peel back the layers of societal expectations and external pressures, and to connect with your authentic soul mission. It's about finding a path that aligns with your values, your passions, and your deepest desires. It's about living a life that feels true to you, not just a life that looks good on paper. And I think, for a lot of you, this might involve embracing your creativity. The King of Wands is a very creative card, and I feel like your soul mission might be tied to expressing yourself in some way, whether it's through art, music, writing, or any other creative outlet. The Hanged Man might be asking you to release your inhibitions and embrace your unique artistic style, even if it's not what others expect. Maybe you've been afraid to share your creativity with the world, fearing judgment or criticism. But the lapis lazuli is encouraging you to break free from those fears and express yourself authentically. Your creativity is a gift, and it's meant to be shared with the world. Don't hide it away. Let it shine. I think your unique form of creative expression will really resonate with others and potentially even be key to your soul mission. There's almost like a sense of rebelling against expectations here, too. Like you might have been told your whole life what you should be doing, what career you should pursue, what kind of person you should be. But these cards are saying, no, it's time to break free from those expectations and create your own path. The Hanged Man is all about seeing things from a different perspective, and that might mean challenging the status quo and forging your own way. Don't be afraid to be different, to be unconventional, to be yourself. Your unique perspective is valuable, and it's needed in the world. The lapis lazuli is helping you to trust your own intuition and follow your own inner guidance, even if it leads you down a path that's different from everyone else's. So, overall, I feel like this reading is about embracing your leadership potential, celebrating your achievements, and then questioning whether you're truly on the right path. It's about surrendering to the present moment, trusting your intuition, and aligning with your authentic soul mission. The lapis lazuli is there to guide you, to help you see through the illusions, and to connect with your inner wisdom. It's like you're being called to step into your power, to be a leader in your own life, and to inspire others to do the same. But it's also about making sure that you're leading in a way that's aligned with your values and your soul's purpose. Don't just chase after success for the sake of success. Chase after a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling. The Hanged Man is really emphasizing the need for patience here, too. This isn't something that's going to happen overnight. It's a process of self-discovery, of releasing old patterns, and of aligning with your true self. It's going to take time, effort, and a willingness to surrender to the unknown. But the lapis lazuli is there to remind you that you have the wisdom and clarity to navigate this journey. Trust yourself, trust the process, and know that you're exactly where you need to be. I feel like, for some of you, this might also be about redefining what success means to you. Maybe you've been chasing after external markers of success, like money, fame, or status. But the Hanged Man is asking you to consider what truly makes you happy. What brings you joy? What makes you feel fulfilled? Maybe success is not about having a fancy job or a lot of money, but about living a life that's aligned with your values, your passions, and your soul's purpose. It's about finding joy in the simple things, like spending time with loved ones, connecting with nature, or expressing your creativity. It's about living a life that feels authentic and meaningful, regardless of what others think. So, take some time to reflect on what success means to you and redefine it in a way that feels true to your soul. Okay, I'm getting the sense we need to really dive deeper on what this soul mission might actually be. But wow, these cards are powerful, and I'm super excited to see what the next ones reveal. Okay, so the next card we have is the Knight of Wands. Oh my gosh, this is like adding fuel to the fire. After that Hanged Man energy, which is all about pausing and reflecting, the Knight of Wands is like, okay, I'm done waiting, let's go. This card is all about action, adventure, and passion. It's about taking risks, embracing new experiences, and going after what you want with confidence and enthusiasm. So, how does this fit into the story we've got so far? Well, remember that Hanged Man? It's about being stuck, needing to see things from a new perspective, right? The Knight of Wands is like the antidote to that. It's the energy that helps you break free from that feeling of being trapped, that feeling of being in limbo. It's the spark that ignites your passion and gets you moving again. It's like you've done your reflecting, you've questioned your path, and now you're ready to take action, but this time with a newfound sense of purpose and direction. And remember that King of Wands. That's you, your leadership potential, your inner fire. The Knight of Wands is like the younger version of that raw energy, that impulsive drive that gets you started on a new adventure. It's like the king has the wisdom and experience, but the knight has the youthful exuberance and the willingness to take risks. Together, they're a powerful combination, like the perfect balance of passion and strategy. This knight is very go, go, go. They see an opportunity and they're like, I'm gonna go for it. You know? And what about the Six of Wands, that recognition and achievement? Well, the Knight of Wands is saying that, the recognition you've received is just the beginning. It's a sign that you're on the right track, but it's not the end of the journey. It's time to take that success and use it as a springboard to launch yourself into something even bigger, something even more exciting. Don't rest on your laurels, you know? Keep pushing forward, keep exploring new possibilities, and keep striving for more. But here's the thing, and this is really important, because this Knight of Wands energy, it can be a little bit impulsive, you know? It's not always the most thoughtful or considered energy. It can be a bit reckless, a bit headstrong. So, it's really important to temper that energy with the wisdom of the King of Wands and the introspection of the Hanged Man. Don't just go charging off in any direction without thinking things through. Take a moment to pause, to reflect, and to make sure that you're actually heading in the right direction. You know, the lapis lazuli is super important here too, because it's helping you to stay grounded and focused. It's helping you to see through the illusions and to make sure that you're not just chasing after something that looks shiny and exciting, but that's actually not aligned with your soul mission. It's about using your intuition and your inner wisdom to guide your actions, not just your impulses. It's like, make sure you're running towards the right thing, not just running. So, what does this mean for your soul mission? Well, I think it means that it's time to take action. You've been given this gift of clarity with the lapis lazuli, you've had this moment of reflection with the Hanged Man, and now you're being called to put your passion into motion. This could mean starting a new project, taking a new class, or even just having a conversation with someone about your dreams. It's about taking that first step, no matter how small, and starting to move in the direction of your soul mission. But what is that soul mission? We have to talk about it. For some of you, I feel like this might involve travel. The Knight of Wands is a very adventurous card, and it often represents a desire to explore new places and cultures. Maybe your soul mission involves traveling the world, learning about different ways of life, and sharing your experiences with others. This could be through writing, photography, or even just starting a travel blog. Or maybe it's about connecting with people from different backgrounds and building bridges between cultures. For others, This might involve starting a new business or launching a creative project. The Knight of Wands is all about taking risks and pursuing your passions, and that could mean stepping outside of your comfort zone and starting something new. Maybe you've always dreamed of being an entrepreneur, or maybe you have a brilliant idea for a new product or service. This is the time to take that leap of faith and go for it. Even if it's scary, even if you don't know exactly how you're going to do it, just start taking those first steps. The Knight will help you get moving, and the King will help you see it through. And for some of you, it might be about embracing your creativity and expressing yourself in a new way. Remember what I said about rebelling against expectations? The Knight of Wands is totally down for that, you know? It's about breaking free from the mold and doing things your own way. Maybe you've been holding back your creativity, fearing judgment or criticism. This is the time to let go of those fears and express yourself authentically. This could be through art, music, writing, dance, or any other creative outlet. It's about finding your voice and sharing it with the world, even if it's not what everyone expects. I'm also getting this sense of needing to stand up for what you believe in. The Knight of Wands is not afraid to fight for what they think is right, and this could be a part of your soul mission too. Maybe you're meant to be an advocate for a cause you care about, or maybe you're meant to be a voice for the voiceless. This could involve getting involved in politics, volunteering for a charity, or simply speaking out against injustice whenever you see it. It's about using your passion and your energy to make a positive difference in the world. But again, it's so important to remember that lapis lazuli, because the Knight of Wands can be so focused on action that it forgets to check in with its intuition. Are you acting in alignment with your truth, or are you just chasing after the next shiny object? Are you being mindful of the consequences of your actions, or are you just barreling ahead without thinking? The Hanged Man is still relevant, too. It's not like that energy just disappears. It's more like the Hanged Man gave you the pause you needed, and the Knight of Wands is helping you move forward, but you need to bring that introspective energy with you. Don't just forget about the lessons you learned during that period of reflection. Use them to guide your actions and to make sure that you're actually heading in the right direction. It's like you're carrying that wisdom with you as you embark on this new adventure. Think of it this way: the King of Wands is your long-term vision, your ultimate goal. The Six of Wands is the recognition you've already achieved, the validation that you're on the right track. The Hanged Man is the pause, the moment of reflection, the opportunity to reassess your path. And the Knight of Wands is the action, the energy, the passion that gets you moving towards your goal. It's all working together, you know? It's all part of the journey. I feel like, for a lot of you, this might also be about learning to trust your instincts. The Knight of Wands is very intuitive, and it often represents a willingness to follow your gut feeling, even when it doesn't make logical sense. Maybe you've been ignoring your intuition, trying to make decisions based on logic and reason alone. This is the time to start listening to that inner voice, that gut feeling that's guiding you towards your soul mission. Okay, so with all this in mind, what's a practical step you can take right now? Because that Knight wants action. Maybe it's researching a new travel destination, drafting a business plan, or signing up for a creative workshop. Whatever it is, make it something that excites you, something that ignites your passion, something that gets you moving in the direction of your dreams. But here's the cliffhanger, because we still have more cards to pull. Before you go charging off on this new adventure, take a moment to connect with that lapis lazuli again. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and ask yourself, am I truly aligned with my soul mission? Am I acting with integrity and wisdom? Am I being mindful of the consequences of my actions? Because the Knight of Wands is ready to go, but are you ready to guide him? We need to see what the next cards say. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so the next card, drum roll please, is the Lovers. Oh my gosh, this is getting so juicy. Like after all that fiery energy of the Knight of Wands, we've got this card that's all about connection, choices, and, well, love. But not just romantic love, you know? It's like a deeper kind of love, a love for yourself, a love for your path, a love for the universe. So, how does this fit into the story we've been building? Well, first of all, the Lovers is a card about choices, right? Big, important choices. And remember that Hanged Man? That was all about questioning your path, reassessing your priorities. The Lovers is like the next step after that. It's like you've done your reflecting, you've considered your options, and now it's time to make a decision. But it's not just any decision, it's a decision that's aligned with your soul mission, with your values, with your true self. It's about choosing the path that feels most authentic to you, even if it's scary, even if it's unconventional. And it also speaks to relationships, right? I mean, it's called The Lovers. So this could be about a romantic relationship, but it could also be about a partnership, a friendship, a collaboration. It's about finding someone who supports your soul mission, someone who believes in your dreams, someone who helps you to grow and evolve. It's about creating relationships that are based on mutual respect, understanding, and unconditional love. Think about it. The King of Wands is all about leadership, right? The Lovers is asking you, like, who are you leading and who are you leading with? Are you surrounded by people who inspire you, who challenge you, who make you a better person? Or are you surrounded by people who drain your energy, who hold you back, who don't believe in your potential? It's time to choose your tribe, you know. Choose the people who lift you up, not the ones who bring you down. And what about the Six of Wands, that feeling of recognition and achievement? The Lovers is saying that, like, the recognition you've received is great, but it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is to find someone to share your success with, someone to celebrate your wins with, someone to support you through your challenges. It's about creating a partnership that's based on mutual respect and admiration, not just on external validation. Even the Knight of Wands, that fiery energy, needs the balance of the Lovers. The Knight is all about charging ahead, taking risks, and pursuing your passions. But the Lovers is reminding you to consider the impact of your actions on others, to be mindful of your relationships, and to make choices that are aligned with your values. It's about finding a way to channel that fiery energy into something positive and meaningful, something that benefits not just yourself, but also the people around you. And that lapis lazuli? Oh, it's working overtime here. It's helping you to see through the illusions, to discern what's real and what's not, to connect with your inner wisdom and make choices that are aligned with your soul mission. It's about trusting your intuition and following your heart, even when it's scary, even when it doesn't make logical sense. So, what does this mean for your soul mission? Well, I think it means that your soul mission is deeply connected to relationships, to choices, and to love. Maybe your soul mission involves helping others to find love, to create meaningful connections, to make choices that are aligned with their values. This could be through counseling, coaching, teaching, or even just being a supportive friend. Or maybe your soul mission involves creating art that inspires love, that promotes harmony, that celebrates the beauty of human connection. This could be through music, writing, painting, or any other creative outlet. The key is to find a way to express your love and your passion in a way that benefits others, in a way that makes the world a better place. For some of you, this might mean making a big decision about a relationship. Maybe you're in a relationship that's not serving you, that's not aligned with your values, that's not helping you to grow. The Lovers is asking you to consider whether it's time to move on, to create space for something new, something that's more aligned with your soul mission. Or maybe you're single and you're looking for love. The Lovers is saying that love is out there, but you need to be open to it, you need to be willing to take a risk, you need to be clear about what you're looking for. It's about attracting the right person into your life by being your authentic self, by radiating love and positivity, by being clear about your values and your intentions. And for others, this might mean making a big decision about your career. Maybe you're in a job that you don't love, that doesn't fulfill you, that doesn't align with your values. The Lovers is asking you to consider whether it's time to make a change, to pursue your passion, to find a job that brings you joy and fulfillment. Or maybe you're considering starting your own business. The Lovers is saying that partnership is key. Find someone who shares your vision, someone who complements your skills, someone who supports your dreams. It's about creating a business that's based on love, integrity, and mutual respect. I'm also getting this sense of needing to integrate different parts of yourself. The Lovers is all about harmony and balance, and that includes integrating the different aspects of your personality, your shadow self, and your light self. It's about accepting yourself fully, flaws and all, and embracing your unique strengths and talents. Maybe you've been suppressing certain aspects of yourself, fearing judgment or criticism. This is the time to let go of those fears and embrace your authenticity. The world needs your unique perspective, your unique voice, your unique gifts. This card is also screaming about values. Like, what are your core values? What do you stand for? What do you believe in? The Lovers is asking you to get clear about your values and to make choices that are aligned with them. Don't compromise your values for anyone or anything. Stand up for what you believe in, even if it's not popular, even if it's difficult. Your values are your compass. They're what guide you on your soul mission. And remember that creativity we talked about earlier? Oh, it's still here. The Lovers is saying that your creativity is a gift and it's meant to be shared with the world. Find a way to express your creativity in a way that brings joy to others, in a way that inspires love and connection, in a way that promotes harmony and balance. Maybe you're meant to create art that heals, art that inspires, art that transforms. Maybe you're meant to use your creativity to build bridges between people, to break down barriers, to create a more loving and compassionate world. The Lapis Lazuli is whispering that you need to trust your heart. Your heart knows the way. It knows what's best for you. It knows what's aligned with your soul mission. Don't let your head get in the way. Don't let your fears hold you back. Don't let other people's opinions influence your decisions. Listen to your heart, follow your intuition, and trust that you're being guided towards your highest good. Think about it this way. The King of Wands is your vision, your leadership potential. The Six of Wands is your recognition, your achievements. The Hanged Man is your moment of reflection, your opportunity to reassess your path. The Knight of Wands is your action, your passion, your energy. And the Lovers is your choice, your relationships, your love. It's all connected, it's all part of the journey. So, with all this in mind, what's a practical step you can take right now? Maybe it's having a heart-to-heart conversation with your partner. Maybe it's writing down your core values. Maybe it's spending some time connecting with your creativity. Whatever it is, make it something that's aligned with your heart, something that's aligned with your soul mission, something that brings you closer to love and connection. But wait, there's more. We still have one more card to pull. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see what the universe has in store for you. What's the final piece of the puzzle? What's the ultimate message about your soul mission? Before you make any big decisions, before you take any more action, let's see what the final card reveals. Because, this is just getting started. Oh my goodness. Okay, you are not going to believe this. The next card is the Fool. I'm getting chills. After all of that, after the King of Wands and that fire, and the Six of Wands with the recognition, and then needing to, totally stop with the Hanged Man, and then the Knight of Wands saying, Geo, and the Lovers with those choices, we get the Fool. It's like the universe is saying, okay, you've learned all the lessons, now it's time to jump. Okay, so, the Fool, right? This card is all about new beginnings, about innocence, about taking a leap of faith, even when you don't know where you're going to land. It's like you're standing at the edge of a cliff and you have no idea what's below, but you just have to trust that everything's going to be okay. You have to trust your intuition, trust the universe, and just jump. And after that Hanged Man energy, that feeling of being stuck, this is such a powerful message. Think about it, the Hanged Man is all about pausing, reflecting, seeing things from a new perspective. But it can also be about feeling paralyzed, like you're waiting for something to happen. The Knight of Wands is the opposite. It's all about action, about charging forward, about not being afraid to take risks. But it can also be about being impulsive, about not thinking things through. The Fool is like the perfect combination of both. It's about taking a leap of faith, but it's also about trusting that you've done the work, that you've learned the lessons, and that you're ready for this new beginning. It's like you've paused, you've reflected, you've questioned everything, and now you're ready to take that leap, but with a newfound sense of purpose and direction. You're prepared to be unprepared, which is the secret, right? And remember that King of Wands? That's you, your leadership potential, your inner fire. The Fool is like the raw potential that the King has learned to master. It's like the King has all this experience and wisdom, but the Fool is reminding you to stay open to new possibilities, to not get stuck in your ways, to always be willing to learn and grow. It's about embracing that childlike sense of wonder and curiosity, that willingness to try new things, even if you're not sure you're going to succeed. It's the reminder that even kings were once fools. But you can't be reckless, right? It's not about throwing caution to the wind and just doing whatever you want. It's about being mindful, about being present, about trusting your intuition, but also about being responsible and aware of the consequences of your actions. It's a balancing act, being prepared to be unprepared. And what about the Lovers? That card is all about choices and relationships. The Fool is like taking a leap of faith in your relationships, or maybe even because of them. Maybe this new beginning involves a new relationship, a new partnership, a new collaboration. Or maybe it involves transforming an existing relationship, taking it to a deeper level, committing to something more meaningful. Think about it, the Lovers is about choosing the path that's most aligned with your values, with your soul mission. The Fool is saying that that path might be scary, it might be uncertain, but it's worth it to take that leap of faith, to trust that everything's going to be okay. It's like you're choosing to believe in love, you're choosing to believe in connection, you're choosing to believe in yourself. This could even mean choosing yourself, right? The Lovers can also be about self-love. The leap of faith is in believing in yourself, knowing you're worthy, and trusting that you're capable of creating the life you desire. It's about detaching from what others think and jumping fully into who you are. And that innocence of the Fool, that openness to new experiences, that vulnerability, is so important in relationships. It's about being willing to let go of your defenses, to be authentic, to be real, to be yourself, even if it's scary. It's about trusting that the other person is going to love you for who you are, flaws and all. It's scary, right? To be that open, but the Fool says it's worth it. Okay, but what if this leap has something to do with how you're seen after that Six of Wands? What if the soul mission involves shedding expectations and becoming a fool in the eyes of the world? What if the success you're meant to have looks nothing like what you thought it would, or what anyone else expects? The King of Wands is about leadership, about inspiring others, about making a difference in the world. The Fool is like challenging the traditional definition of leadership. It's about leading by example, by being authentic, by being vulnerable, by being willing to take risks. It's about inspiring others to follow their own paths, to take their own leaps of faith, to embrace their own inner fool. Maybe this is about redefining what success means to you. Maybe it's not about external validation anymore. It's not about money or fame or status. Maybe it's about following your own path, your own inner guidance, your own soul mission. Maybe it's about finding joy in the journey, not just in the destination. Maybe it's about embracing being a fool in the eyes of others, being willing to look silly, to make mistakes, to not know all the answers. Because that's where the magic happens, right? That's where the growth happens, that's where the transformation happens. That's where you really step into your power. So, what does this leap of faith actually look like? What's a practical step you can take right now? Maybe it's quitting your job and starting your own business. Maybe it's moving to a new city and pursuing your dreams. Maybe it's ending a relationship that's not serving you. Maybe it's starting a new creative project that you've been putting off for years. The Lapis Lazuli is reminding you to trust your intuition, to listen to your inner voice, to follow your heart. It's about connecting with your inner wisdom and knowing that you're being guided towards your highest good. It's like the universe is conspiring to help you succeed, but you have to be willing to take that first step, to take that leap of faith. Trust that the net will appear. But how can you ground this fool energy? Because you don't want to be too reckless. The Lapis is key here. Maybe it's about spending some time in meditation, connecting with your inner self, and asking for guidance. Maybe it's about journaling, exploring your fears and your desires, and clarifying your intentions. Maybe it's about talking to a trusted friend or mentor, someone who can offer you support and perspective. It's about marrying the grounded wisdom of the king with the risk-taking of the fool. And what about that creativity we've been talking about? The Fool is all about boundless potential, right? It's about the blank canvas, the unwritten page, the unplayed melody. It's about the infinite possibilities that are available to you. It's like you have all the tools you need, all the talent you need, all the resources you need. You just have to be willing to use them, to express yourself, to create something beautiful and meaningful. Maybe your soul mission involves sharing your creativity with the world, inspiring others to connect with their own inner Fool, to embrace their own unique gifts, to express themselves authentically. Maybe you're meant to be a catalyst for change, a spark of inspiration, a beacon of hope. Being a Fool is about being authentic, about being vulnerable, about being real. It's about letting go of your inhibitions, your fears, your self-doubt, and just being yourself fully and completely. And that's what the world needs, right? More authenticity, more vulnerability, more realness. So embrace your inner Fool, take that leap of faith, and share your gifts with the world. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I can't wait to see what the final card is. Will it give us more clues about what this leap of faith actually looks like? Will it confirm that this is the right path for you? I'm on the edge of my seat. Okay. So the next card, the one that's going to reveal all the secrets, is the Hierophant. Oh my gosh. Okay, so after all that talk about taking a leap of faith with the Fool, we get the Hierophant, which is all about tradition, institutions, and established systems. This is so interesting. What does this even mean? Okay, so first things first, the Hierophant, right? It's often associated with religion, spirituality, education, and mentorship. It's about learning from established sources, following the rules, and adhering to tradition. It's about finding guidance from those who have come before you, those who have the knowledge and experience to help you on your path. But after all that talk about breaking free from expectations, rebelling against the norm, and embracing your inner weirdo, this feels a little bit conflicting, So let's break this down. Remember that King of Wands? That's you, your leadership potential, your inner fire. The Hierophant is asking you how you're using that leadership. Are you using it to uphold the status quo, to maintain the existing systems, or are you using it to challenge those systems, to create something new and different? It's about questioning the source of your authority. Are you leading from a place of authentic power, or are you just following the rules because that's what you've always been told to do? It's are you a leader or a follower? Or can you be both? And what about the Six of Wands, that recognition and achievement? The Hierophant is asking you what you're being recognized for. Are you being praised for conforming to expectations, for fitting in, for playing by the rules? Or are you being praised for your unique talents, for your innovative ideas, for your willingness to challenge the status quo? It's about questioning the value of external validation. Are you seeking recognition for being yourself or for being someone you're not? Are you letting society define success for you, or are you defining it for yourself? Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting. Remember that Hanged Man? That card was all about needing to pause, reflect, and see things from a new perspective. The Hierophant is offering you a new perspective, but it's a perspective that's rooted in tradition and established knowledge. It's you've been questioning everything, you've been challenging all the rules, and now the Hierophant is saying, okay, but have you considered the wisdom of the past? Have you learned from those who have come before you? Have you explored the established systems before you try to tear them down? It's you need to understand the rules before you can break them, And what about that Knight of Wands, that fiery energy, that desire to take action? The Hierophant is saying, okay, slow down, cowboy. Before you go charging off in any direction, take a moment to consider the consequences of your actions. Are you acting in alignment with your values? Are you being mindful of the impact you're having on others? Are you respecting the traditions and institutions that have shaped you? It's you need to channel that energy into something meaningful, something that's aligned with your soul mission, not just your impulses. And how is the Hierophant working with those lovers? After the choices are made, what structures will you put in place? Are you going to follow traditions or create your own? The Hierophant is all about institutions, remember. What institution are you building? Is it a marriage, a family, a business? How will you structure it? Will you follow the old ways or will you create something new? Okay, so what does this mean for your soul mission? This is the million-dollar question, right? Well, I think it means that your soul mission might involve working within established systems to create positive change. Maybe you're meant to be a teacher, a mentor, a counselor, someone who guides others on their path by sharing your knowledge and experience. Or maybe you're meant to be a reformer, someone who challenges the status quo from within, someone who works to improve the existing systems and make them more just and equitable. You know, it is possible to change the system from the inside. For some of you, this might mean getting involved in education. Maybe you're meant to be a professor, a librarian, a tutor, someone who helps others to learn and grow. Or maybe you're meant to create educational programs that are more accessible, more inclusive, and more relevant to the needs of today's students. It might be about finding new ways to present old information, making it easier for people to understand and apply. How can you use your creative spark with the King of Wands to create a new system of learning? Or maybe you're meant to be a spiritual leader, someone who guides others on their spiritual journey, someone who helps them to connect with their inner wisdom and find meaning and purpose in their lives. This could involve becoming a minister, a priest, a rabbi, or simply sharing your spiritual insights with others through writing, speaking, or teaching. But the key is to do it in a way that's authentic to you, in a way that's aligned with your values, and in a way that honors the traditions that have shaped you. It's about finding your own unique voice within the established framework. And for others, this might mean getting involved in community service. Maybe you're meant to be a social worker, a volunteer, an activist, someone who works to improve the lives of others in your community. Or maybe you're meant to create community programs that are more effective, more sustainable, and more responsive to the needs of the people they serve. What kind of community do you crave? How can you get involved in building it? It's about finding ways to give back to your community, to use your talents and skills to make a positive difference in the world. It's about being a role model, someone who inspires others to get involved and make a difference. It's about creating a ripple effect of positive change. Okay, but what if the Hierophant is actually challenging you to break free from tradition? What if your soul mission involves creating something completely new, something that's never been done before? This is also a possibility, right? The Fool, after all, is about new beginnings. Maybe you're meant to challenge the established systems, to question the rules, to create your own path. But even if you're meant to break free from tradition, it's important to understand the tradition first. You need to know what you're rebelling against. You need to understand the reasons why the rules were created in the first place. You need to be aware of the potential consequences of your actions. It's about being informed, about being responsible, about being mindful. It's not just about blindly rejecting everything that's come before. This could mean challenging outdated beliefs, questioning societal norms, or even creating your own spiritual path. It's about finding your own truth, your own way of doing things, your own way of connecting with the divine. The Lapis Lazuli is like reminding you to trust your inner wisdom, to follow your intuition, to listen to your heart. Don't let anyone tell you what to believe, what to do, or who to be. You have the power to create your own reality, to define your own truth, to live your life on your own terms. But how will you do that? The Fool energy can make you want to burn down the old ways and dance in the ashes, but is that really you? Or is there a part of you that sees value in what came before? Can you honor the old while building the new? I'm also getting this sense of needing to find a balance between tradition and innovation. The Hierophant is about tradition, the Fool is about innovation. Your soul mission might involve finding a way to combine these two seemingly opposing forces, to create something that's both grounded in the past and forward-looking. It's about honoring the wisdom of the past while also embracing the possibilities of the future. This is hard, right? To take what works and leave behind what doesn't. How will you know the difference? Okay, so with all this in mind, what's a practical step you can take right now? Gosh, this is so much to think about. Maybe it's researching a particular tradition or institution that you're curious about. Maybe it's volunteering for a community organization that you admire. Maybe it's simply spending some time reflecting on your values and beliefs and how they align with your soul mission. What is one small thing you can do today to better understand how tradition and innovation can work together in your life? But wait, there's more. We still have more cards to pull. I know, it's crazy. But what's the next card going to reveal? Is it going to confirm that you're meant to work within established systems? Or is it going to encourage you to break free from tradition and create something completely new? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to find out. This is getting so good. Okay, get ready, because we're about to pull another card. I can't wait to see what happens next. Okay, so, with all of that swirling around, let's bring this home. This reading has been such a trip, right? We started with you being this total powerhouse, like the King of Wands, ready to take on the world. You're leading, you're inspiring, you've got that inner fire. And then, boom, the Six of Wands, you're getting recognized for all your amazing work. People are seeing your talent, your hard work, and they're giving you the applause you deserve. But then, bam, the Hanged Man shows up, and it's like the universe is hitting the pause button. You're forced to stop, reflect, and question everything. Are you really on the right path? Is this what you're truly meant to be doing? Then, just when you're starting to feel stuck, the Knight of Wands comes charging in, full of energy and passion, ready to take action. You're like, okay, I'm done waiting, let's go. But then the Lovers shows up, reminding you that it's not just about you, it's about relationships, about choices, about love. It's about making sure that you're surrounded by people who support you, who believe in you, who help you grow. And now, we have the Hierophant. After all that talk about breaking free and following your own path, we get this card that's all about tradition and institutions. Like, what is the universe trying to tell you? Well, I think it's about finding a balance, right? It's about honoring the past while also creating something new. It's about learning from the established systems while also challenging them. It's about finding your own unique voice within the existing framework. Think of it like this. The King of Wands is your vision, your leadership potential. The Six of Wands is your recognition, your achievements. The Hanged Man is your moment of reflection, your opportunity to reassess your path. The Knight of Wands is your action, your passion, your energy. The Lovers are your relationships, your choices, your love. And the Hierophant is the structure, the tradition, the institution that you're working within. The Hierophant is asking what your relationship is to all of this success. To all of these relationships, to all of the choices that you're making. So, what does this actually mean for your soul mission? Well, one possibility is that you're meant to be a reformer, someone who works within established systems to create positive change. Maybe you're meant to be a teacher, a mentor, a counselor, someone who guides others on their path by sharing your knowledge and experience. You can use your creativity to find a new way to pass along old knowledge, or you can recontextualize what people already know. This could involve getting involved in education, in spirituality, in community service. It's about finding a way to use your talents and skills to make a positive difference in the world, to be a role model, to inspire others to get involved and make a difference. But another possibility is that you're meant to be a revolutionary, someone who breaks free from tradition and creates something completely new. Maybe you're meant to challenge the established systems, to question the rules, to create your own path. This could involve starting your own business, creating your own spiritual path, or simply living your life on your own terms. It's about being authentic, about being true to yourself, about following your own inner guidance, even if it's not what everyone else expects. This is where that energy from the Fool can really shine. It's about taking that leap of faith, even when you don't know where you're going to land. You might fall flat on your face, but you might also soar, and you might inspire someone else to take their own leap. And maybe, just maybe, it's a little bit of both. Maybe your soul mission involves finding a balance between tradition and innovation, between structure and freedom, between the established systems and your own unique path. It's about honoring the wisdom of the past while also embracing the possibilities of the future. It's about finding a way to integrate all the different aspects of yourself, all the different energies and lessons from the cards, creating a life that's both meaningful and fulfilling. You're not just building a life for yourself, you're also building a framework for the people that follow you. Think about it this way. The Hierophant can represent the rules of the game, and the Fool is about playing the game in a whole new way, maybe even making up your own rules as you go along. The Hierophant might say, "This is how it's always been done." But the Fool says, "Why can't we do it differently?" You have the power to rewrite the rules, to create a new game, to build a better world. This is that King of Wands energy, showing up again. You are meant to lead, to inspire, to create a new vision for the future. So, What's a practical step you can take right now? Well, I think it depends on which path resonates with you the most. If you're drawn to the traditional path, maybe it's about researching a particular tradition or institution that you're curious about. Maybe it's about volunteering for a community organization that you admire. Or maybe it's about connecting with a mentor, someone who can offer you guidance and support. If you're drawn to the unconventional path, maybe it's about brainstorming new ideas, exploring your creativity, or connecting with other like-minded people. Maybe it's about taking a risk, stepping outside of your comfort zone, or simply being yourself fully and completely. Try something new, something that scares you. See how it feels. And if you're drawn to a combination of both, maybe it's about finding a way to integrate the old and the new, to honor tradition while also innovating, to work within established systems while also challenging them. It's about finding your own unique way to express yourself, to make a difference in the world, to live your truth. This can be as small as trying a different kind of food, or as big as picking up your entire life and moving. No matter what path you choose, the most important thing is to trust your intuition. The lapis lazuli is there to guide you, to help you see through the illusions, to connect with your inner wisdom. Listen to your heart, follow your gut feeling, and know that you're being guided towards your highest good. You're not alone on this journey. The universe is conspiring to help you succeed, but you have to be willing to take that first step, to take that leap of faith. Remember, this isn't about finding the right answer. It's about exploring the possibilities, about experimenting, about learning and growing. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to not have all the answers. The journey is just as important as the destination. So be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and enjoy the ride. The Hanged Man is a reminder that it's okay to take your time. The world isn't going to end if you don't figure it all out right away. The important thing is to keep moving forward, to keep learning, to keep growing. And remember that creativity we talked about earlier? Yeah, it's still here. The Hierophant can represent the established forms of creative expression, the traditional arts, the classical styles. But the Fool is about breaking free from those forms, about experimenting with new techniques, about creating something completely original. Maybe your soul mission involves using your creativity to challenge the status quo, to question the norms, to inspire others to think differently. Maybe you're meant to be an artist who pushes boundaries, who breaks the rules, who creates something that's never been seen before. Or maybe you're meant to be a teacher who inspires others to connect with their own creativity, to express themselves authentically, to find their own unique voice. The key is to find a way to use your creativity to make a positive difference in the world, to inspire others, to heal hearts, to transform lives. This world needs your unique creativity. It needs that spark that only you can provide. Seriously, don't hold back. This is your time to shine. So, like with all of that swirling around, what's the one thing you're going to do today to move closer to your soul mission? Is it going to be something traditional, something unconventional, something completely out of left field? Whatever it is, make it something that excites you, something that inspires you, something that brings you joy. Because ultimately, that's what it's all about, right? Living a life that's aligned with your values, your passions, and your soul's purpose. A life where you're living as your authentic self. And don't forget about that lapis lazuli. Keep it close, connect with its clarifying energy, and trust that you're being guided towards your highest good. You've got this. I totally believe in you. Now go out there and make some magic happen.